Tonight, we got the quest for the Chi-Chi's Cup, man. It's really heating up in week 2, going into week 3, really heating up. We're going to discuss every NFL game. We're going to try to do that in just 30 minutes. We've got trivia. We've got beer. We've got Silk in the house tonight, or at least it will be in the next 10 minutes. We've got top picks. We got it all. I'm JT. We are the 50,000-watt voice of the numbers, guys. This show is BS. Are you guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ready, dope.
All right, let's do it.
This is the 50,000-watt voice of the numbers guys in
the Motor City.
And now, live from Studio 8B, it's time to BS with the guys.
Well, what is going on, Numbers Nation? Hey, listen, if you're seeing us on YouTube, man, oh man, is it great to be with you on another beautiful Thursday here up in Studio 8B. You okay? Doing some sort of dance over there. What's going on? Yeah?
Got ants in my pants.
All right, it happens. It happens. Hey, if you're if you're seeing us live on YouTube, do me a favor. Do us all a favor. Chime in the chat. Say hello. We'd love to hear from you. And if we provide you guys any sort of value tonight, maybe that's a hot betting tip. It's usually what it is. Look at our record. Pretty good. Hey, just give us a thumbs up. That's a like or subscribe to the Numbers Guys. It would be greatly appreciated. One last thing. If you would rather text us instead of chat, you can do that as well. That number is going to be TNG Live 007. That is 864-548-3007. Now, with me for the entire hour, to my right, your left, my boy, D-Dubs in the house.
For the hour.
Yes, for the hour.
I am excited about today's show, Jimmy. We're going to talk about stock market, probably.
No, it's doing pretty well today, though.
Favorite chewing tobacco?
I don't do the tobacco.
Zyn
nicotine pouches.
Nicotine?
Yeah, those are pretty good.
What else? That's probably it.
Did you look at the agenda before you sat down? Or no, I think you might have missed. That was last week.
My bad.
Yeah.
There's
Patagonia. All right. Next to you, sporting the Tigers, who are now tied
for a wild card.
Yes.
The long shots of all freaking long shots.
It's been an incredible run so far.
We'll get into that, but I'm excited. All of a sudden, in Detroit, it's been 10 years, and we got late September baseball to be excited about again.
Yeah.
To mix in with the Lions. So let's keep it rolling.
Super exciting. And also sporting this Tigers garb today. I don't have any Tigers garb on
fever.
today. Yeah, you got the fever. You got a fever.
I got the fever.
And you know the only cure, Rich.
I need some more cowbell.
That's right. That's a pretty good walking. Came out of nowhere with that.
Not bad.
That's my
Yeah, that's
specialty.
pretty good. That was pretty good.
If I got Daryl to crack a smile, I know it wasn't half bad.
It's a win.
Yeah, that's a win.
It's a winning hand.
Total win.
I'm Christopher Walken here.
I think Rich's was better. Yeah. I can't do one. Can you do one, Toads?
I don't think so.
No? Are we killing time before stalling? Before Jorel gets here? All right, Richie. Hey, good to see you, buddy. And next to you is going to be Silk. The man that we are competing against. Our nemesis, I guess it would be. Our arch rival is going to be here.
Yeah, we're tied with him right now, right?
Yeah, we're tied. We're tied.
Who's not carrying the weight around here?
That's been me. I've lost both
Me and
weeks.
Tones are undefeated, aren't we?
Yeah, you guys are doing good. D-Dub, I think, is 1-1.
I think we're going to continue that.
Rich always lets you know when he does something good.
He's the first to pat himself on the back. But no, you deserve it. You guys have been doing really well.
Is that what politicians do? Just say what
I
they
think
do
so.
good?
He's got a future.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd have a good platform.
You do. You have what's the platform you're running on? You saw mine earlier in the.
I would
the
say
10 shows ago.
I'm going to save Social Security. I came up with a whole detailed game plan for
Nice.
it. Yeah.
Nice. Going to save our democracy while you're at it. Well, let's start the show off.
Or get rid of it.
Or just eliminate
Private-
Social Security or democracy? Which
Private-
one?
No, not
Privatized.
democracy, but I feel like if we just gave parts, like if you gave offered a buyout per se, would you take and not have to pay in anymore?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
A lump sum pension.
Yeah, like a lump sum buy. Like you're done, you get to save your 7.5% going forward.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would be down for that. I'll take a lump sum, and because I don't expect to have any of it.
Sure. That's a...
And I'll give it to you guys for investing.
Yeah, why not? And we'll invest in Tigers'
Tigers,
Hey, we'll
chances
get
to win the pennant.
We get a lot of
There you
extra
go.
clients. I guess.
Yeah. Hey, Realtor Lauren, by the way, she says, hi. Here's Libation and Exploration, Realtor Lauren.
Tasty
All right.
beers or fine bourbons for our face holes to try.
Oh, so Peroni.
Libation
Come on in.
exploration
Spot right here.
with the numbers guys.
Sit down.
You're good. Just
It'll
throw
be
it out.
good.
Throw it out.
Yeah,
Oh,
throw it
fridge.
out. We'll drink it warm. We got Jorel in the house. He brought some Peroni with him.
We don't have a fridge up here.
No fridge up here.
We don't even have an ice chest.
No. Nice chest. Have a seat, pal. What? Jorel getting comfortable. Hey, Libation Exploration. You came just in time for
I
the
know,
Libation,
right
man.
in time. You'd have been looking goofy
Yeah,
with
I mean-
a 6-pack of Peroni after Libation
The
Exploration.
Peroni's talking to me.
Yeah.
Take one.
Seriously.
Can you hear us over there, Jorel?
Yep, loud and clear.
And we can hear you too. Awesome. Well, yeah, I was just going to say,
Milligrams.
last week we had an odd occurrence happen.
What was that?
Do you remember what
I don't
happened
remember.
last
I
week?
won a game.
You won a game.
Oh.
I don't know if that was odd. But
We had a
had-
female guest, which
A
is
female
rare.
guest.
a female
rare.
in here in general is weird.
That is rare.
That's definitely rare.
I'll take one.
Thank you.
But what was weird is we had the same beer for the first time for the second time on the show.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
You
I
saw
think
that?
you guys did that one when I was there.
No, you might think so.
It wasn't.
It was confusing. I had thought it was further back in time. That was merely 4 months ago that we had that.
Oh, then maybe not.
Yes. Hey, welcome to the show, by the way. You
going
can
on?
get comfortable. Move that mic where you want it.
How many beers have we gone through? Here?
Probably, God, has it been? I think we've probably done 60 some odd shows, right?
So you guys made a
60.
joke about it, so I must have been way off on my 2 reviews, or did you put them up side by side for the viewers?
I might have done that.
Am I supposed to be locking in a trivia? What was the trivia?
You can wait till trivia
haven't done
time.
trivia yet.
No, you don't have to log in right now. Well, for the first thing, let me go over what we do here on the show. So we have a uniform ratings for beer or other booze. So 5, you're driving across town for this shit. 4, you buy it with no hesitation. 3, you're not going to kick it out of bed. 2, you're going to choke it down for the show so you don't look like a biatch. And 1 is a hard pass, nastier than Flint's water. And I think what D-Dub might have mentioned last week is we're going to be able to tell how fraudulent our ratings might be if our ratings, of course, differed from when the first time we tasted it. So this is what it was here. I'll put it on right now.
This is looking pretty silky.
You like this?
It is. It looks good.
Picked it up this morning.
That was that. That's
we
not
actually
fair.
have like tape of this.
This was last week. Plus 1.9 on the boob scale, man.
It was more quenching this time.
That's about half a point. Half a point.
You were pretty consistent.
That wasn't
All
too
right.
bad.
I'll say we got the same
I thought
spread.
this was worse.
Same spread.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Couple hops.
There you go. Talk about consistency. Ruby red. So does that mean my palate is very discerning?
Sophisticated.
I think
There's a couple things at play here. So,
Yeah.
first of all, all we drink around here is IPA. I've given up to the point where my IPAs have gone from 2.2s to 4. I was surprised it wasn't lower 4 weeks ago. But this was one of the best ones we brought in.
That's awesome.
So at that time, that was probably my highest IPA grade.
Yeah, you don't have to defend yourself.
No, I'm not defending. I'm just throwing some stuff out. And then maybe it was colder.
It was icy cold yesterday.
That makes
last
a
week.
difference when you're
that could
drinking
be.
a beer.
That makes a difference. For
Sure.
me.
I mean, I'm not a big.
Can you go over the temperatures initially? Versus
I have.
We were in the margin of error.
How the hell does he remember what a beer 4 months ago's temperature was?
I don't know.
No, I don't. But I'm just saying
That-
possibly
if it was
that was a
lukewarm.
reason.
Sure, possibly.
That's a half a point for me. So.
Okay, sorry for trying to
Possibly
break it
it
down.
was skunked the last time too.
Well, all I know is that's the most improved beer, at least according to you, that's ever happened in the course of a quarter.
trying to help
calendar
you out,
quarter.
Jorel. You're
So-
1.8 off
Yeah.
the boob scale.
Just to
IPAs.
so one
You don't like 'em. I
One
know
thing
you
for
don't.
certain. That was my original score was a 3. By the time the show ended, I moved it down to a 2.1.
You did. Yeah, that's true. That's
And-
true. I guess that wasn't fair.
Last week I didn't finish that beer, if you remember. I have
That
a
is
feeling
true.
I would have probably downgraded it as well, but I still was way off. Not even in the
That's what I was
ballpark.
saying. It must have been colder. It was more quenching the day you had it.
That
Let's go with that.
yeah, we can go with that if you want.
I might have liked the grapefruit one though, because I tend to like grapefruit as well. But IPAs don't do it for me.
Dude, it's a
Headache.
good beer. That's a
We
really
sit
good
here
beer.
every week.
I'm the same
drinking
with you, but this
change.
one was doable.
Yeah, I heard you say like you
Yeah.
could have more than one.
could have a
yeah.
couple of those
Yeah.
ones.
Here, I'm just getting this beer ready. Here, it's Stone
Oh yeah, what are we starting with?
Buena Veza.
So salt, lime, and I'm a lager person, so this might be right up my alley.
I must have known.
The temperature feels like a nice 41 degrees.
Yeah, wait, you have like
Just
one of those
chilled
FLIR thermometer things, a heat gun. Yeah. I'm gonna pull this up online real quick. This is from Stone Brewing in where is that? California, I think.
Yeah.
It is.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, San Diego.
Escondido, California.
Escondido.
Escondido.
I
Yeah.
think that's where you lost your wallet that time.
It was an Escondido. That's possible. It's a lager, 4.7 ABV. Comes in all different kinds of sizes. Look at all these. It's a Baja-inspired Mexican lager with sea salt and lime. Who doesn't like that kind of thing? Right?
I agree.
There you go. Lime and
It's a
salt.
great
That's your
combo.
flavor profile. T-Dub.
Not
First
bad.
reaction,
Not bad.
pretty good. Pretty good.
Right? Okay.
I'm probably gonna say it's. I'm
Got
gonna
like a
say it's,
margarita flavor to it, right?
one more sip here.
Yeah. Taste it out.
It's got like it's like a watered down lager flavor to me. So it's like a weak, almost like I'm drinking a Mickey's.
What's
Well,
the
that's
Not a big
Okay.
Mickey's fan.
4.7 alcohol?
We have 4.7 on this.
It's a easy drinking 3.8, Jimmy.
It definitely tastes lighter than a 4.7.
Like no head on this at all. Very thin looking.
I'm gonna say a 3.
You're gonna go 3?
Easy drinking 3. It's not bad. It's just not good.
Okay.
I wouldn't go buy it again.
You would not
It
buy
ain't no
it.
Peroni.
No,
It's not
not much is.
What is?
Not much
What
is.
goes toe to toe with Prony?
Okay.
I'm having trouble locating the taste here. I was
that's-
drinking an Oktoberfest, so I'm gonna have to go NA.
You got to search your tongue for this.
I'm sure it's in the 3.8, 3.9 area. I mean, all these are kind of commonly. I mean,
When it first hits your lips, you get some of the salt. You like taste that in the beginning, but then it's just like a watered down lager to me. I don't get no lime.
Yeah, the lime is very weak. You're right.
Cool can though.
Cool can.
That is a cool
I
can.
think it's a few decimal points.
Absolutely.
For that.
definitely one of the best cans.
Tones, you didn't give this an actual score, Tones. So when we have this 2 weeks from now and you give it a different score, I won't have anything to use.
I'm going to do 3.5.
3.5.
3.5. Yeah.
I will say, the aroma on this, it's clean with a dominant fresh squeezed lime juice and a slight pleasant corn chip. Are you getting
Oh my
that corn?
god, you think
Yeah.
you're an
Are
expert
you getting
now
that
since
corn,
you get
that
this?
corn chip?
Like a little bit.
Yeah, no, I'm just
guys
reading,
breaking
reading
it down.
the website. I'm reading the website.
That salt does it every time.
It kind of does have the first flavor like a corn chip. Now that you like make me think of that.
Think about it.
This
Seriously,
tastes
it
like-
does.
This tastes like it would be good eating chips and salsa or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, oh
with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mexican
Yeah,
inspired.
Yeah,
Yes, for
definitely. You got some tacos or some salsa in front of
I
you.
think
This
that
would be a good
this
one.
would
Yeah.
be a good
Thinking
wash down there.
multicolored chips.
How much was this, Anthony?
Tricolor. This was $12 for a 6-pack.
$48 case, Jimmy.
Sounds
Little,
right to me.
little rich.
Yeah.
I think you could pound these things, you know. But do you want to spend $48, or
I
would
think
you
I'm
just
hitting the
rather?
Corona Light.
What is
Get the 10 of them for 12
what's
bucks.
an average lager? 5.0, like Budweiser's 5, 5, somewhere in there.
Low
So it is a
rise,
light
maybe
one.
okay.
Yeah, you definitely could whack down a couple of these.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 4.
What's Peroni?
I like it.
Wow.
I'm easy.
That's like
I like
Brony's
salt and
probably a
lime.
slap
Put
in
it
the
together.
face from
It's well,
you.
you know what? No, because I've had better
Right.
salt and limes
Right.
in my lifetime. 3.8.
Oh, he changes his
3.8.
score.
I'm
That's
going 3.8. I am.
Slight breach
It's
of
definitely
etiquette.
nowhere. It's not bad at all.
No, it's
Definitely
not bad.
no.
I'm not going to kick it out of bed, but I might think twice before I bought it. You
It's
know?
just okay.
It might need a tequila shot put in it.
Now that would be good.
That might actually be good mix.
That would be
that
really
would
good.
actually probably pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, drop
What
a
was
shot in
the
there.
Bacardi Limon? That was something you could put in there, right?
Yeah.
If you want
I'll mix some.
Give it the Mexican.
Throw
to.
up.
No, that's rum.
I thought it had like a lime flavor to it.
Maybe,
It
but
does.
it's
Yeah, it's
rum.
like lime rum.
Yeah, that's you never used to put those in Corona. Shot
No,
it
I
out.
would do. Well, when we used to do that, it would be back in college. So I was doing probably Jose in there. Only a couple
Tequila
of
and
bucks
beer?
in my
That's a thing?
pocket.
Jose.
I've done a boiler maker.
In Mexico, they do it a lot. When we were down there, they would pour a shot in your
shit.
Corona. Yeah,
Sure.
If you asked for it, but they were doing it, so I just did as they do.
As when in Rome.
When in Rome.
Yeah.
What's that? Give me a Mexican city real quick. I can't think of one. When in Chihuahua. Yeah. Were you going to go to Chihuahua?
Yes.
That's
I
impressive.
have a client
How
from
about
Chihuahua.
Mexico City?
Man, that would have been an easy one. Maybe too easy. I was going to say that
El
if you,
Caputo.
if you guys ever go to what's that Land Shark restaurants? No, what am I saying, Tones?
The Land Shark?
Margaritaville.
Margaritaville's thing.
Margaritaville restaurants.
Oh, there's a bar.
Jimmy
East
Buffett?
Talking about
Lansing.
Sharkies?
no, there's like it's Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. They're-
Oh yeah, Margaritaville.
Yeah, yeah.
One in Vegas, Nashville,
Yeah.
big cities.
Orlando.
Are you thinking of
Orlando.
Cheeseburger in Paradise?
I remember that. That's
That
no
was
longer
good.
with us. Yeah, that
I
was
kind
good.
of got bummed when I.
Rest in peace.
That's completely done.
Yeah.
That's-
That was a solid spot.
Solid,
was.
man.
Yeah.
It was.
I liked it better when it was bonefish.
Oh man,
you don't know. Nobody wanted
I
that.
love their. No,
I liked
their
it better
mussels.
when it was
Their-
cooker.
Their white wine garlic mussels. Me and my grandma used to go get them all the time.
No kidding.
They were phenomenal.
I don't think I've ever
I
actually
think that's the only
was
thing I've
there.
ever eaten there too.
Have
so
you
I don't
ever
know.
had crawfish?
You still want to
I was
try
just
it.
asking a question.
Yeah. I was talking to actually Tia
Yeah.
after, and
We're gonna do a
So-
live boil.
yeah, and she said just
Hopefully
like any
not your
seafood,
boil.
it can get ruined. So I had it. I love that whole experience where you got pounds of them and you just munch on them all day. But I had them one time in Florida and they had that like swampy taste to them. So it's ruined it for me. But she's like, I promise if they're done right,
Oh, she does.
Oh, yeah,
they'll be,
you got
they'll be
it's gonna
good.
be.
So I was like, I'll give it another shot because I would love the
Louisiana style.
experience. I would
Oh,
love.
yeah.
It's such a good. It's like a chicken wing eating experience, but you get to eat so many more of them.
Do you like a little spicy?
Love spicy. Burn my
we'll do
face
spicy.
off.
Burn my face off.
Yeah.
Face burning, baby.
Okay.
What I was going to say
I'll
though
get a
is,
whirl.
if you go to the Margaritaville and you order a loaded land shark,
Yeah.
they
It's
give
the
you
bear
they give you a land shark.
and the
They add
margarita, right?
no, they put a shot of lime tequila.
What's the
in
one
it.
with the bear and the
Lime
margarita?
tequila.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Am I thinking Senior Frogs? Maybe?
You might be, but they
Senior
probably
Frogs.
have.
Yeah,
them
you're
too.
thinking of the big bowl with the
Yeah.
beer in there. Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna catch up on the chat real quick. We got after Realtor Lauren, she said hi. We got Juicy Jamba. What's going on, Juicy Jamba? He says, "Sup, Coach." You got Brooks.
Oh man, what's going on?
You know Juicy Jamba.
I don't know who it is, but it must be one of my players.
Yeah, I think
Throw
it's
me
probably
in,
because
Coach.
I've none of us other
Tell
ones
him
up
to
here.
hit
are
a
Juicy
coaches.
driver.
Jamba. Who would that be?
Juicy Jamba. You got Brooks.
Sounds like
Brooks.
Keegan.
Does that help you?
Juicy
Oh,
Jams.
Brooks. Yeah, my line. One of my guards. Yeah.
Okay.
JJ.
He says, "Coach."
D tackle guard.
All right. You got Ray's Clan says, "Coach!" with exclamation points. And then lastly, Juicy Jamba again says, "Hey, Brooks." So now he's speaking to Brooks inside the chat.
Oh, now
So,
we're
you
having
know,
a
that's how you do
private
it.
conversation.
Can you do that?
You can. I just
think
might
our
read
first-
them all.
first
I don't know.
episode,
This
that's
is
what happened.
AOL Instant Messenger or something.
Yeah, this is going back to the
You
late
can actually,
I
you
am.
can actually break out into your own rooms on our.
That's how good our chat app is.
I used
That
to
would
get
be
kicked
kind of
out
cool,
of
actually. We got an upgrade for next year. That's a good idea.
That's an idea.
that chat room.
Everyone has their own chat room inside the show.
No one's watching the show anymore.
That would be fun. All right, I got to keep this moving. We got so much to go over tonight, guys. It's going to be just a probably top 5 show. Would you say?
Top 3 longest.
Trending.
Top 5
Yeah,
of
like-
all time?
I'm gonna
or-
do better. I'm gonna do better.
You know what that means? It's time for
Still
the presidential.
doing
Hey, we got till November, man. We got to keep. We got to keep
Nothing's
doing
going
it.
on though. Who cares?
Stuff happens.
Stuff.
Did you check the presidential betting odds today, Rich? You don't know that nothing happened.
I can't bet on it,
Hey,
so I don't
I'll tell
care.
you, not much happened. So here we go. Kamala holds tight at 125, minus 125 over at Bet365. BetMGM minus 120, Caesars minus 120, Sports Interaction minus 120, Bet Victor minus 120. However, Trump did gain some ground at Caesars. He went from even last week to -1.
Caesar's Windsor knows something.
Trump's the
Canadians.
underdog. Do people
Trump?
not go out and talk to other humans? Like,
I
I
don't
don't see many people on the left side there. No.
That's because you're too far north out in that Romeo area.
I'm
probably.
everywhere.
It was like
I'm
80%
everywhere.
Republican out there.
Yeah.
He's all over, dude.
I don't know.
It's a lot of.
I'll take the dog.
I
If
would
he
too.
makes it there, if he even makes it to the election, actually.
Did you guys see this thing
True.
about the people with they're getting eye issues after going to
Yeah.
his? Did you see that?
It was like 20 people that have blurry vision and stuff.
Yeah.
Are they wearing their monocles?
No, he gave
No,
a speech,
no,
and the
no.
people behind Trump, they were having like blurry vision and faces swelling up. So they thought maybe somebody sprayed something by Trump or something.
Is it a
Jeez,
it's a
man.
religious experience? I think
I don't know about that.
blurred vision.
I don't know. I don't know if that's it, but yeah, I did see that.
There might be a lot of lights on him too, which are blasting the people behind. Because when I was doing a lot of that crypto stuff, when I was streaming and stuff, I had the lights on me, and I was messed up from that.
Okay.
My right eye started going, and then my sister-in-law, who works in the airport, she's been having the same problem I did, and she has a screen on her right side the whole time, and she said the same thing was happening to her. So maybe
okay.
some blue light or a lot of lights, or like really powerful lights that make Trump look better on camera.
That could be.
It's an idea.
Yeah, I think it would be harder for him to look any better though.
He's not that vain, I don't think.
You don't think so?
He's not that.
My cousin was at the rally today, I think.
Where was that
today?
one at?
Was he?
Was that yesterday?
He was in
yesterday.
Flint the other day,
Flint.
wasn't he?
Yeah, he was at the one in Flint. That was just
Yeah, they
yesterday?
found
Day
a
or
bomb
two.
in a car at the one in New York.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Man, everybody's trying to knock this
they're trying
fella
to get
off.
him.
Yeah,
They're trying to get him.
Is it possible though that he's planting all this stuff?
I mean, you never know. Yeah,
I think the Republicans are.
I don't
He's
put
trailing
nothing-
in the polls. They need a new.
I don't put anything past any politician. I hate them all. I don't trust any of them.
for once, I
The
agree
people
with
just
you
need to come
100%.
together. The people
They're
just
all
need to come together. That's
evil.
it.
I agree. Let's come together
Evil
over the
people.
Tigers. That'd be cool.
Oh, this is awesome watching
How
what they're
awesome
doing.
is
This
this,
is
man?
so cool.
One of the best stories out there.
And then if
I
they
agree.
go and make it to the thing, ooh, that would be such. And
Who wants to play the
we're
Tigers in the
18 and
playoffs?
6 since Javi Baez has been out of the lineup.
Yeah, get him
Thank
out.
God
Buy
he's
him
gone.
out.
Ship 'em.
Bye.
Let's take the playoff money and send them.
Can we
packing.
trade them to Oakland for some vending machines, like back in Moneyball?
I think that's. I think we'd have
So,
to throw in some. vending
Real quick,
machines.
one,
Yeah.
Javi
What?
and the vending machine.
We'd have to help.
one
their
stat I
boat.
heard today on the radio. So at the beginning of August, there were 8 games below 500. There's only one team in history that's
Yes.
came back from that.
Chicago
Making the
Red
playoffs.
Sox?
No, the 73 Mets.
Mets. Yeah.
Oh,
Only team in history for 8 games back early August to make the playoffs, and the Tigers are now tied for wild card spot.
are we tied or
Incredible.
half game back? Half game back.
Or yeah, we gotta be one ahead of
Yeah.
of
Like I
the
was telling
Twins.
you guys
But the
yesterday
Twins
that
are flaming out right
They're
now.
doing it with I don't think anybody knows these guys nationally.
But
I
the
mean, Daryl was right. Maybe Riley Green, Scooble possibly, but other than that,
Yeah,
I
everybody
dare
knows
somebody
Scooble,
to
yeah.
a lot of people thought Torkelson was done when they sent him down. He comes back. He's
Torkelson
doing-
maybe, but
he's
I mean,
serviceable,
I
though,
don't
but-
think I'd know the guy in Texas if he,
No.
he got called up.
Well,
and
Torque
down.
also got drafted in fantasy league, so he was on the draft board.
But how
and
many
Scooble,
times do
for
you-
sure they know? Everyone knows.
How many
Scooble.
times do you see teams sell at the deadline, at least a couple decent pieces,
And
and,
then
still
win?
make the playoffs?
Yeah.
Like you're usually waving the white flag.
Flaherty
at the
was the
play-
right move. Holding Scooble was the right move.
Yeah.
Flaherty, we know what he's been his whole career. A solid pitcher, maybe
But
below
we
average.
got a good shortstop and probably a catcher of the future from that deal.
Yeah,
so.
I like it. And then you can
That's
sign
super.
him next year again.
Yeah, he could, maybe he wants to come back.
Yeah.
If he sees us make the playoffs.
You know, what I forgot to mention. Anybody got any picks for tonight?
No.
I do.
Real quick. Yeah, go ahead. Read them off if you got them.
Just the NFL game. I got
Green Bay, Hammer Time.
No. What was-
Patriots.
Jets.
versus,
Pats. I got
Oh,
the
Jets.
Patriots with the points. Yep, I think they'll cover.
That's a good pick.
Patriots with the points. They're
I
getting
like-
6.
I'll endorse that.
Aaron Rodgers is the most winning quarterback in Thursday history. And I saw him. I don't know if you guys remember the play, if you've even seen the Jets game, but he threw this pass. It was like a fade to Wilson. And it was thrown way before Wilson even seen it coming or anything. He put the touch on and everything. And as soon as Wilson caught it, I saw Rodgers do that like to himself, like, I'm back. Like, wow, I
Nice.
just made that throw.
He had his
So I'm
confidence
expecting a Rodgers breakout party tonight.
I don't think he has anything left. I think he has to do those type of throws because he doesn't have a gun. I mean, he has to have those touch throws now.
I mean, he was the 2-time MVP a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
W, you got anything tonight? I don't have anything tonight.
2 years ago.
I got the Jets.
Well, yeah, and 2.
Jets.
Jets money line minus 265. You can find that, I believe, at ESPN.
So we
And
could,
I
we
like
could
the-
both win, technically, right?
Yes,
For our folks
absolutely.
out there.
Yeah.
And I also like Antonio Gibson
Yes.
to get 50 yards tonight.
Well, the odds on that,
Yeah, high, right?
Got to be over 200.
5-1.
Yeah. Oh, 5. That's a good. I like.
He
the
had
odds
90
that
last. He had 90 last week. It's one of those things. He's not going to get it, but it's too early in the season to know who's going to get carries, right, Rich?
Well, no, I think Stevenson.
Yeah,
is the clear
Stevenson's going to
number
touch
one.
20.
But
sure.
Gibson's
but
going to get his
Gibson,
10
yeah.
to 10 to
Is
12
that
touches.
total yards or rushing?
just rushing. He's supposed to be a receiving back, but
Yeah.
he's only got one reception.
He had a
on the
couple
year.
nice runs last game, though. I
had
watched
one
a decent amount of
reception.
that game.
He's only got one
Yeah,
reception.
he
so
is.
far.
I mean, he is the receiver.
I think New England's a little overrated, and I think the Jets are off to a slow start, but I think this is the day they kick it in gear. There's a reason
anybody
Vegas
thinks
has a -6.
Patriots are ain't good. They're just off to a good. They're overplaying their.
They're solid.
Well, they're disciplined.
Yeah,
they play
good
physical
defense.
football, and they're definitely going to be able to run the ball on you.
what I say.
Many were saying
And Christian
they were the
Gonzalez
worst
is a
team
real one.
in the league
The
this year.
corner.
We'll save that for the NFL in 30.
Yeah, let's not get too much. Let's keep let's try to keep on
we got
track here.
mudslides on TV at the
Yeah.
App State game here.
Not the Chi-Chi mudslides.
Masters
Different
of
mudslides.
facts, the sultans of stats.
Hey, it's time for trivia.
Oh.
You guys like to play trivia?
I can never find the link.
I just got to be signed in to Google.
You should just be able to click that link. I don't think you don't have to sign into anything there. You shouldn't have to anyway. I'll catch up on the chat real quick too. We got Juicy Jamba says Keegan.
Yeah, I knew it. That was a good guess by me. That was my first guess. That sounds like a Keegan name.
Brooksy, he says okay. And Antonio's says Justin Fields 40-yard bullet pass on the run that got him called back.
What is he talking about?
I don't know. Antonio's. Give us a little additional information.
That's my middle
there.
linebacker and quarterback, and he huge Steelers fan with me. Me and him are Steelers fans.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. You are a big
So I'm trying to think of what he was talking about, Fields. Because we
Fields?
both believe in Fields, too. Me and him both believe in Fields.
What do you tell all the haters out there, Jorel, that said the Steelers weren't going to get to 8 wins this
Oh,
year?
I love it. I mean, when are they? They never are under 500. So, that's just, you're a hater if you got to say that. And now they're 2-0 in front of the division, one of the best teams in the NFL.
Well, they got lucky because Wilson getting hurt helped them.
Yeah.
Fields should have been the starter the whole way. So
And their defense is for real. That's a good defense.
very good defense.
Yeah,
Hopefully Watt can stay healthy this year.
By the way, Josh MacGyver is still our most recent subscriber. Just say it. Josh MacGyver. Thanks, Josh MacGyver. Last week, by the way. Thanks,
They
Josh
told
MacGyver.
us who subscribed.
Yeah, it's right there on the feed.
Pretty neat.
Yeah. Oh, Antonio says Broncos game is what he was referring to. Broncos game. All right, let's take a look at this. This is TNG trivia. Here we go. Morton Anderson. Everybody remembers Morton Anderson.
Oh, I got this.
Yeah. Became the all-time leading scorer for the Falcons. And what other team?
I'm going with my original thought, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
I have a feeling you guys are going to get this. Morton Anderson became the all-time leading scorer for the Falcons. By the way, shout out Chris with the Falcons here.
Quiz.
And what other team? And the way this works, folks, at home, if you haven't seen the show before, is if everybody gets it right, I got to buy the beer. If everybody gets it wrong, I got to buy the beer next week. This is for. And if only one person gets it right, the remaining people will Rochambeau, best out of 3. And if what's left, Daryl?
That's it.
That's it. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's the way it works. So we'll get to the answer later on in the show.
Finishing point on the Tigers there, Jimmy?
Yeah, put the exclamation point on that there.
Frankly, I like the Astros.
That is who we would play right now, right? If the season were to end today with the Tigers in the wild card,
I hadn't looked that far ahead.
it'll be the Astros. Yeah.
I don't know, but Justin Verlander finished the year again, just rocked.
Yeah.
Absolutely rocked. The last
Houston
few
doesn't
games.
want anything to do with the Tigers.
They
don't
got
want
that
anything to do-
Nobody wants to see
spaghetti
us
guy,
get
though.
But the spaghetti guy?
Yeah.
Who's that?
His
Oh,
name.
Chef Boyardee?
Do you play fantasy baseball?
Yeah,
Jorel?
yeah. It's got a long Italian name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually
Ariana,
just lost
yes.
in my fantasy championship, and it was the craziest finish ever. I'm not going to go into it, but it was just one of those holy crap. Then I'm winning, then he's winning, all consecutively the last 4 at bats. It was nuts.
That's
So I
the
end up getting
thing.
in second.
Thing about baseball, everybody says it's so boring, or historically they tell you it's boring and whatnot.
It's
but
just the season's long. The middle of the season's
honestly,
is tough. but-
playoff baseball might be the
amazing.
most
Yeah.
exciting of
Season
of all the
baseball,
sports.
season
Definitely
baseball
one
is
of the most
boring.
dramatic.
Yeah.
But playoff baseball, it's every pitch.
Yeah.
You're dialed
You're
in.
intense.
Crowd's nuts. It's very, very cool.
It's just the season's too long, and in the middle, you kind of get. It's a little
But
like
the season
marked
being
up,
long is what's making this run so great. Is
Yeah.
if it would
It's
have ended
saving
any
us,
early,
yeah.
the Tigers might
Yeah.
not made it.
Yep.
So
But I do love the atmosphere of playoff baseball because it
Yes.
just every play means something.
You know, though,
steps up.
this would. I think Bob Costas will tell you that this is what is supposed to happen every fall. If you don't add all these crazy wildcard teams, there's always. It's not very often that one team would just run away with a 10-game lead in
Sure.
their division.
That's what Bob Costas would say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would say this is what's supposed to happen. The regular season is supposed to mean something. You guys are watching you're watching every game with bated breath,
Right.
and that's the way it's supposed to be in
That's the way it's
September.
supposed to be. What would Harry Carey say out of curiosity? You know what he would
Hey!
say? That's it. That's what he would
That's
say.
a Harry
everybody.
Schneider.
Look at the kid with the sombrero.
We all love Harry Carey. Hey, how about
was
this
the
one?
best.
This is one of our greatest hits now.
Rip.
It's the NFL Against the Spread Challenge with the numbers guy and Jorel.
Oh, the Chi-Chi, yeah. Oh, well, I did it.
I
Well, that beer last year.
Love
You
it.
guys were like, well, you weren't supposed to just shoot it.
Yeah, it's all right. It was pretty good. You enjoyed
Dang,
those.
you can see I've definitely lost some weight since then.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
down
looking
30
good.
pounds since that video.
And some
I
and
must
some
have
facial
been.
hair.
Yeah.
I thought the beard alone took 10 pounds off your face.
Yeah, I'm down about 30 since then.
Oh, here's the
you go.
cup.
Yeah, I
It's
got.
coconuts.
I don't think I'm allowed to display it until we win it. But basically, the way this works is we're each the numbers guys are taking 4 NFL games against the spread every week, and Jorel Silk is taking 4 against the spread every week. Whoever gets the most over the course of the season wins the coveted Chi-Chi's Cup. This is big time.
Big league.
We might have it engraved, or
I think that pina colada may have turned.
how do you know I didn't just go out and buy brand new pina colada? This
Every
is the
week?
stuff for the Chi-Chi's Cup.
You flashed the cup last week, brother.
It's like the display
Oh, yeah, that's
items in the bakery.
Well, no, Jim goes home and drinks those and brings back new ones every week. Obviously.
Right. So here's where the standings are as of right now. Oh my God! Can't get any closer than this. Holy shit! 5-3-0. The numbers guys are Silk himself 5-3-0.
That's a 60% clip.
That is, yeah, we're doing pretty good. I can't speak for me, but the rest of you guys are doing pretty good. So
Team game.
it is a team. It's a team sport, and all ships rising tides.
I've heard that
Something
before.
like that, right? Something like that. All right, so let's go over each of our picks for this week. Pick number 1 for Silk. You've got the Saints against the Eagles -2.5. What do you think of
Tia
that, Joe?
approves.
Real simple. Philly's defense is a huge question mark, and the Saints scored on 17 in a row. Kamara's back and motivated. I can't see Philly coming in there and doing anything right now. Saints are on top of the world, and I won't dive into them, but a lot of the trends are in the Saints side too. If you're a trends better,
Okay, that's number 1. That's -120. All these have to be at ESPN, by the way. You got Ravens -1 against the Boys.
Boo.
I love 0-2 teams in the NFL unless they're like Carolina, but Ravens were projected to be one of the top 4 teams. They're off to a bad start. I think they finally started figuring some things out. They're a toenail away from beating KC, or at least going for 2 to win that game. I think the Ravens go in there and roll them. I do. I think it's going to be one of those. Dallas just don't look right.
Oh no.
I mean, and Zeke is your starting running back. I mean,
Sure.
that allows you to D up CD Lamb and laugh.
Makes
I don't know
sense
if
to
many
me.
people can D up CD Lamb, but at least you can watch them.
Next, Falcons +3.5 against the Chiefs.
Yeah, I usually take against the Chiefs a lot during the season. I don't think they show their playoff offense, the team they are in the playoffs. They just lost pretty much their best player, and Atlanta's feeling it, and Atlanta's got a roster, and they're at home. I just got to take the home dog here. I just don't trust the Chiefs right now. And even Kelsey and Mahomes both said they got to step up. They're playing horrible football right now. So most people, and the other thing is the whole world's on the Chiefs in this game. There's a lot of money going down on the Chiefs. So that's the other thing I love too.
And finally, Steelers.
2-0 picking my Steelers right now, and I'm riding them out. And I love the under in that game. One of my picks later is I moved the spread up to 42, but I think the defense is a little bit better on the Steelers side, and I think the Steelers aren't worried about J.K. Dobbins or Gus Edwards beating them. So, but Johnson stepped up. Johnson's starting to look like a good receiver. And what's his face is banged up. Herbert's a little bit banged up, and I think my Steelers are going to have their breakout party here on offense.
Yeah.
And their O-line, their 2 O-line picks had 0 pressures. Their 2 draft picks this year did really, really well. Really well. Fields has not really been touched yet, so he's just got to
That's a
step
good
up
point.
now.
That's a real good point.
And that's been their downfall, was quarterback and O-line the last couple of years. So,
Fields had a
if Fields
garbage
steps
O-line
up-
in Chicago. Like,
yeah. Oh, you guys see the picture of the exact same thing? Fields is like this, and then now Caleb was doing it?
yeah, same
The exact same picture they had. Like, this is the worst day of my life.
I'll hit these one more time. You got Saints -2.5, Ravens -1, Falcons +3.5, Steelers -1. And for more picks, by the way,
A lot of close lines there.
go to on Instagram at Silk Football or on Facebook at Jorel Petree. Correct?
Yeah, and I have my at Jorel Petree on Facebook, facebook.com/Jorel Petree. I have it pinned at the top of my thread all year long.
Okay.
So when I update them, it's all right there. It shows my records and everything.
Nice.
Coming here, I did want to change my the Cowboys Ravens to Minnesota +2, but we put them in I think last night, so let's roll with it.
Rolling with it. All right.
Because Cowboys have a roster, so they definitely can win that game. I'm not, they are dangerous.
Wow, it is hard to think Baltimore would be 0-3 though, right?
Isn't that crazy?
That's
yeah,
right. They
like
really- that
0-2
would
teams in the
happen.
NFL, your season's over if you lose. Pretty much, you go down to I think like a 5% or 11%
very
chance.
rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Good point.
Real good point.
0-2 teams. I like that. That's pretty.
Unless they're like Carolina looking bad, then I'm not going with that 0-2.
How about the Bengals?
What about the Chiefs, D-Dub? That's who you got this week.
Oh,
Oh,
thanks
this
for
could be-
reminding
this
me.
is a
Yeah,
two-game.
nice.
So there's-
This is
This
me
is a
and Jorel
two-game
head
I
to
like
head.
it. I like the head-to-head.
So
that's a
big
sweep.
jump.
I think I like to bet against teams that do well on Sunday night, Monday night kind of a thing. Primetime games.
Why?
Well, I wasn't looking for that follow-up. I don't know. I just
Because they're
I
last
think,
in your memory.
I think Atlanta had to get up for that game in a way that they may be emotionally withdrawn
Big win, yeah.
this week.
I feel you on that.
I know it's a home game, but I don't know. Is there really? I think we generously give 2 points to the home team every week. When sometimes I wonder if that should hold true in the NFL.
It seems like it's changing as of the last few years because I used to think the same way, and it seems like it's changing.
I think maybe 1.5 is more appropriate, Jimmy.
Yeah, if you give 2 points, the home field advantage has been evaporating
There you go.
recently.
That's what I was trying to
Yeah,
say.
that's what you were trying to say.
Yeah, so I don't know. The Chiefs, I know what Jorel's saying, but they're also 2-0, where last year when they were sort of like you couldn't trust the Chiefs, it was because they were losing. Now they're undefeated. So I don't know. I think they find a way. And this game, correct me if I'm wrong, is on. When is this game being played?
Is it a Monday night?
There's 2 Monday games. So there's the Washington Commodes and
I feel like
it
it's-
might be the Chiefs.
I think
The
it's
Bills
4.
is one
I
of
think
the
it's a
games.
4
Bills.
o'clock. I
a
think.
It's 4 o'clock? Okay.
Bills
Yeah.
is
I'm not
the
sure,
second
though.
Monday
You might
night.
be right.
I always say Chiefs at 4:00. Always take them.
Here's one thing though I always
Jim
say,
Nantz.
and actually my mom too. Patrick Mahomes is one of those guys that no trends, no nothing. There's no using any outside
Yeah.
information. He can change any game at any time,
100%.
and he's one of few guys in NFL history that is like that. He's the Curry of football right now, and it's crazy.
I think we should get your mom on the show.
I wish she would. She
Cut out the
she
middleman.
doesn't lose. She literally just doesn't lose. It's
Like
crazy,
the spice curry?
huh?
Like
What?
the spice curry? I'm not a big fan of that.
Here's our next one, guys.
I
Kinda
love
stinks.
Indian food.
This is me. This is
I
me.
want I'll stick to the crawfish.
Yeah.
I tell you, I've never had any better Indian food than in London.
There's a lot of Indian folks there. That's
Yeah.
very true. I took the Browns -6.5 against the Giants. This is going to be a chalky week over here at the numbers, guys. This was strictly my model on this one came to Browns laying 10. So I'm inside that 7. I'm going to go with that.
The Giants.
That's what I'm going with.
Just
Plus,
so
plus the
bad.
Giants are that bad. Although the Browns are not great. Let's
No.
not give the
But
Browns
they
That's
still can
interesting.
play defense.
Is that
Yeah,
game
yeah,
in
that's true.
Cleveland?
If they contain Malik Neighbors, I think they're gonna be all right.
I think
If
you're-
Neighbors
I
gets
think you're
loose,
right.
then he might be able to get that spread close. But I don't know. I'm with you on that one. I like Browns.
Oh, it makes me feel better. Okay, Richie, Raiders -5.
I hated to do this, but the Panthers are really bad. Like, and this game's Raiders at home.
Raiders have been looking pretty decent.
They look
too.
good, but that scares me. I don't know. The Dalton is starting, I guess. I don't know if that excites
help.
me more than Young or not, but
The Red Rocket.
the red something. I mean, red stepchild. I mean, how old is that guy? 38?
No.
I
He's
don't
probably
think
early
that
30s.
old. Yeah.
No way, he's early 30s.
He only played for the Bengals for probably
He
7
ended off
years.
the ball
He-
with Damian Tomlinson, didn't he?
He
at
was on the
TCU?
Cowboys for 8 years.
Was he? I mean, no.
I bet you he's 33.
He was on the Bengals for a good 8 years.
He's got to be older than that. Who did
Yeah.
he come into the league with?
Well, after
Anyways.
Carson Palmer.
Until the Panthers show me something, give me
Yeah.
the team they're playing
I
against.
feel you. And the Raiders are playing really good D the last like 16, 17 games.
They got
Really good D.
Crosby over there, and the mustache. He made the playoffs last year. He'll probably get the Raiders to the playoffs this year.
You mean Minshew?
Minshew,
the
baby.
mustache?
Yeah.
I like that. By the way, Andy Dalton, 36 years old.
Oh, okay.
36 years
He is
old?
alright. He is a
That's it.
dinosaur.
I was right there.
In NFL terms, he is a dinosaur.
What kind of an adjustment are you making for Andy Dalton, Jimmy? 2 points.
I don't think I had 2 points. I think I kept him, believe it or not, the same as Bryce Young.
That's a mistake. That's a mistake on your part.
I know, because Bryce Young sucks. Believe me, he's my least. He's the worst. He's
I think
the
he has
absolute
potential,
worst.
though. I wouldn't give up on him yet.
I gave up
He could
on
be a
him.
Baker Mayfield in 5 years.
Yeah, it could be. Tones, you had Bills laying 5 against the Jags.
Bills are looking good. Monday night in Buffalo. Crazy crowd. I like that.
I went with Bills, too. I'm just scared, like 0-2 teams that are supposed to be decent. But, yeah, Bills are
I haven't
Superman.
seen enough from Jacksonville.
Josh Allen is Superman. That first game that he came back on Arizona, what a Superman.
They
Just-
look,
on the
they
Jags?
look way better than the end of last
Josh
year.
Allen on the Jags?
No.
He's pretty good.
Oh, he is good. He is good, though. He is a good defensive player.
He's it's crazy that there's a great Josh Allen on both sides of the ball.
That is kind of funny.
That's pretty wild, isn't it?
true.
Yeah, that's
He
pretty
is
wild.
actually really good.
He is
yeah.
good. I was just teasing him about that. Yeah.
And not to shift gears too fast here, but College Football Joe, he was on the show last week.
Oh yeah.
Can't
Thanks
make
for those
this
picks.
week.
I finally jumped
Yeah.
on board with this
Oh,
guy.
did you get on all 3 of them? I hope you didn't.
Oh, I did. Some
God.
denomination.
College
Wait,
Football
I wasn't
Joe.
thinking. Did we cross pass on any of these? Did we match up on any picks?
Just the Chiefs. right?
No, I'm on Atlanta.
I
So
know
I
that.
meant like, do we have the same
no,
team?
we do not.
Beautiful.
No, everything's Oppo with you two, and we all have our own unique ones.
I like the Apples because that makes a huge jump. That's
Sure.
A,
Oh, yeah.
that's a 2-game swing.
That's a big swing there. Here's College Football Joe. Looking at roughed up a little bit in this caricature of him, but he'll be back next.
He came out with that smooth talking, and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
with
he's
him on this.
A little beat up.
I like this pick.
He'll be
I do
back. He'll be
too.
back next week though.
You got the opposite.
USC -5 against
Went into
Michigan.
the locker room and broke your glasses.
Yeah, he did. He's got some. He's got a Band-Aid and some stitches. He fucking took it bad. He said you should put a raccoon fucking my head. That's what he told me. I said I don't know if I could do that, but I could make you look like you got beat up against Michigan. Tones, I know you're not going to agree with this
I'm
one.
on the
Sorry,
opposite
pal.
end of this one.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jeez, you picked him.
that first Michigan
taking the
game
points.
is what makes me know that they're not going to play with a good team. I forget who it was. I can't think of it. Fresno State.
Fresno State.
Yeah,
that
they
sounds right.
battled with Fresno State. USC should smack them.
You got Oklahoma +7.5 at home.
I like
against
that.
Tennessee.
I'm on that
That's
one.
a
I
big
like
home
that,
dog.
Joe. I
Yeah,
actually
all right.
have that in on my ESPN bet right now.
Tennessee
Okay.
looks really good. Too.
They do.
They do look good.
Wait a
That's a
minute.
lot at Oklahoma.
I
Yeah,
think-
that's at Oklahoma.
Did you go
I was-
opposite that one too?
I didn't touch it.
You didn't touch it.
I was
Okay.
looking at it, but I didn't touch this game.
And here's the third one. Texas -44 against Louisiana, University of Louisiana Monroe
Hey,
Oh, wow.
at home.
Arch for Heisman.
Oh, Arch is starting.
Yes.
Yes.
Forgot about that. Yeah, that
He
makes
is.
them better.
And so
he'll
far
be
this
hungry.
season,
That's a
5.
lot to lay, though.
So, question: if Arch does well, Ewers is out.
no.
If it was this week, I'd still have Arch Manning starting.
You think
There's
I
no
think he's that
chance.
much
they're
better.
going to go back to
No chance.
Ewers, though, right?
Yes.
I don't. I mean, you can't judge him off UL Monroe.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good point. And by the way,
What he threw like 5
And if you're a real
touchdown
coach,
passes.
you're going to try and get Ewers a draft pick because Manning's got time. But Manning's really
It
good.
looks legit. Yeah.
Really good. He's the future. Next Herbert. I'm as high on him as I was Justin Herbert.
okay. I think Justin Herbert's a little banged up this week.
Questionable.
Yeah, ankle.
Yeah, questionable.
Ankle.
Juicy Jamba again. He wants to know Michigan versus USC score prediction. Tones?
Ooh.
Score prediction.
I'm going to speak for Tones here.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead.
149-2.
That's Michigan.
No.
That's
Wait,
USC.
is that,
safety?
Yeah, he's gonna get the safety.
is that with mini dickas?
that's a dit guy.
I think
yeah.
it's going to be a lot
Not
closer.
bad.
27-17 USC.
27-17
what I say.
USC.
Oh, he's going to the game too. Juicy Jamba's going to the game.
Oh, Juicy Jamba.
He'll be
Cool,
there.
man. Have a good time, buddy.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Don't forget
I'll
to subscribe
say,
to the numbers, guys.
27-16 USC.
Okay.
Me and Rich. Rich is the sharp.
I don't know. I think it's
true.
going to be a field goal game either way. But
So
We'll see. I like USC's
Here's the thing.
quarterback.
I need to see
I
a
like
full
him.
game with
I like him.
Orgy running the show. So
I can't see him.
I still don't have a good feel on this Michigan
can't
team
throw.
yet. I know.
We
But
can't run either.
he can run.
Fresno State held us to how many rushing yards? Come on.
He was in and out though. He didn't play. I want to see a full game with him running the show and ball control and not turning the ball over and eating minutes and see how that works. See how USC could handle Michigan on the field a lot. So there was too many drives against Tennessee. We were turning it over in our own side of the field. I want to see ball
Michigan.
control.
I'm a huge Michigan fan, but
Sorry,
bye,
Tones,
Michigan.
but when your
Adios.
quarterback rates 18 out of 18 in
Yeah,
the Big
bye.
Ten, you got issues.
And
That's not
USC's
gonna-
quarterback don't care about average defense right now. I mean, you just stay away from Will Johnson and you're fine.
Is it 16 or 18? I don't know.
You were
That's
saying
whatever the
eating?
button-
What were you saying? Eating? Tones?
Eating minutes.
I thought you were talking about Nate Newton
They're
at the
they're
Pro
gonna
Bowl.
try to do.
Well, now that does.
They're gonna just try to chew up clock now and see what happens. So it's not gonna be fancy or flashy at all, but it could work.
If they can
offensive
get the
line
run game
stinks.
going, they have a
It
chance.
could work. And if they got to make Mullins QB running back 1, I love Edwards, but he's the number 2. You got to run with Mullins.
This could be the week that the alumni turn.
You got to go Mullins. Mullins averaged 7.5 yards a carry.
Can we get
You
this
got-
all
hard,
on
though.
tape,
You
Jim,
put
and replay
16
it next week? When
Michigan
they,
did
I
break
will,
the
yeah,
record
sure.
for NFL players last year, 16 in the NFL. And now you got 2 left. So
Right.
whole
it's a
offense was
rebuilding
replaced.
phase in Michigan.
Yep.
I just have to say it's an unfortunate name.
Mullins.
Think
Orgy?
about it. Yeah, that's
No, I love it.
It's a great name. Orgy in the end zone?
Orgy.
Uh-huh.
That's
Well,
the
I mean,
best thing.
that's-
Orgy in the end
That's
zone
the
is
best
so
thing in
funny.
college football. Orgy in the end zone.
That's so funny to me.
yeah.
My buddy kept saying it, and I didn't catch on the first few times. I'm like, oh my God, that's hilarious.
Orgy.
Yeah. So there you go, Juicy Jabba. You heard it here first. Tones is going to differ from the rest of the numbers guys today,
Yes.
I think. But
So Tones is the
I'll
only
give
one
you
that
my
said
prediction
Michigan, right?
later.
yeah,
Tones is the only one that said Michigan, or did you?
I didn't say anything. I just said
I'm going
Orgy.
to say they're covering. I'm not.
You
I'm
said
saying
3-point
I-
game, yeah.
Jim's usually Switzerland. Did you have a prediction there, Daryl?
It's going to be coming up in my picks
Oh.
later on.
No,
But
he's
wait for
going-
that,
He's
then.
going USC for sure.
Yeah.
USC's definitely a Daryl type.
Oh,
pick.
it's our favorite
I'm
show.
D-Dub.
I am. Tones.
I'm Richie. And in my neighborhood, we have a train that comes through.
And I'm JT, the whole NFL, and possibly the ghost of Andy Rooney
Why are there patches on suit jackets?
in 30 minutes. You good?
Yeah, you're good.
I'm out. Oh, I got to cut this. Oh, my God. Okay.
Is that robe
Jeez.
available on our website for?
What's that?
Is that robe available for
We have
resale?
branded.
I don't know what happened to that robe. It's a
I
really
think
good question.
the first guest gets on for their 5th appearance gets that robe.
It's
a five-timer?
Who would that be at this
Well,
point?
I guess Dale probably.
Yeah,
already-
who's our Steve Martin?
probably already done
Yeah.
it.
Probably Dale. Yeah. Okay, Toad, do you want to explain how this works to the folks at home?
We're just going to run through each game in 2 minutes or less. Throw out a bet, what we feel on the game, or if we don't think you should touch it at all, and move along and just have a beer and watch it.
So we each get 2 minutes, and
No.
we
Combined.
No. It's actually 2 minutes and 30 seconds because we have a fifth person.
we each
so I'd
get
make
2
it
minutes and 30
2:30.
seconds, and everybody stay under 2.5 minutes, please.
Yeah.
Yes. No, we don't. Did you say each again? You got to read the rules here.
Give your 15 a
that's
second,
not-
20 vibe on the game, basically.
30-second vibe.
30-second vibe. Every game in the NFL. Here it is. Let's start with this one. You got the New England Pats at the New York Jets. This game is tonight. We didn't really get too too involved with this one, but let's start with our guest of honor, Jorel. What do you think here, Jorel?
As I said earlier, Rodgers that fist pump. I'm back. He's feeling it. They're gonna cover.
Okay.
Rodgers for the cover.
Yeah,
Most winning Thursday quarterback of all time.
got it, Richie.
I think New England's just good enough to hang around this game. I think they might even get a lead around halftime. I think the Jets win, but I kind of like the way the Patriots do things. I do like Gibson. I think Ramondre Stevenson's a bus and a half when you got to stop him. So
True.
let me maybe they backdoor it, or maybe they just win and lose by 3 or 4. I go Patriots.
Yeah, Pat's playing good, disciplined football. little above their heads, but I think they keep it rolling. This will be a low-scoring, tight game. I could see the Jets winning by a field goal or 6, but I think that 6.5 is just enough for the Patriots. So.
Is this the smooth stylings of Sade in the
You like
background?
this? Slow jamming the NFL in 30.
I like the Jets. I don't know if it's the kind of game that you can say they're going to cover, though, because I look at that under as well. So I'm playing the Jets tonight, and I would think about the under, but not doing it.
10-4. My number here comes to the Jets minus 5.1. The Jets are laying 6.5. Not really enough there to go ahead and take the Patriots. My total came to 36.5. The line is 38. Nothing doing there for yours truly. And that's the way this works, folks. I think this is really good there. We got it done well before the 2:30.
I think it's the smooth jams.
Yeah, it might be.
The smooth jams just had us ready to go.
Could be, yeah.
Daryl looked like he was going back in time when he heard it.
How about the Bears at the Colts? This is a 1 o'clock window.
Kenny G next week?
I hate this game. Am I up?
You want? Yeah, sure, go for it.
I hate this game. Like, the Bears defense is good. The Bears defense is definitely good. I think Caleb has the worst feet in the NFL, and these teams know how to put a 6'1" quarterback in the pocket. Colts are 0-2, correct? So I got to go with the 0-2 team at home. I got to take the Colts, whatever the spread is, minus 1.5. Got to. I just don't like this game. I just don't like this game. Colts in the under.
Colts in the under. Anybody?
I like the Colts in this game as well. They have the better quarterback by far. I think they get it done, especially at home. The Bears are lucky to have a win. So both teams end up 1-2 at the end of this game. Colts by 6 or so.
Colts battled last week and they threw 3 interceptions.
They battled both games.
So to throw 3 interceptions, you have like a 5% chance to win. 2 interceptions is like 11.
They could be 2-0.
And 1 interception puts you at about 40.
Swing? 2 interceptions.
2 interceptions puts you at like 11 or 15 to 20%,
Okay.
and then 3 pretty much you lose.
Okay.
And they were almost in that game.
I'm going to stick with the home Colts as well. I'm not sold on the Bears. Like I said, good defense. I'm not a Caleb fan at all. I've been saying bust since day one, and I'm going to stick with that. Go Colts.
I like what Jorel's saying about 0-2 Colts, because you think about what happens in Vegas. They set these win totals for the year, right?
Yeah.
Somehow they got to get to those numbers, right? They have to win some games.
They would have to win at some point.
Right?
Yeah.
So the Colts would be 0-3 and the
There's an urgency factor that comes into play.
It just seems to work out, right?
0-2, your coach is ripping
like
heads off all week at practice.
Law of averages or something? I don't know. But I would look for a Wong teaser there on the Bears getting 7.5.
Wong and the Bears.
Wong it, baby.
Wong and the Bears. I got nothing
I'll get
here.
them to 7.5. I like that sneakiness. Yeah.
Yeah. My number came to Colts laying 2.7. They're laying 1.5. We're not going through a key number there. My point total 40.5. It's at 43. Again, I'm going to have to say, let's stay away from that one.
Dang, we just beat the timer again. We're some champs
we're
today.
doing really good.
I'm proud of myself.
Yeah, you should be.
I'm doing good.
Yeah. You got the Giants at the Browns. I like this game. 9:22. That's going to be Sunday at 1 o'clock window here. Who wants to start it? Anybody?
I will start it, and I will say I'm not doing anything with them. I do still believe that I had the right prediction at the beginning of the year that the Giants are indeed the worst team in the NFL.
I think you did say that. I think you're right too.
But
besides
I'm
the Panthers,
just not sure yet about how heavy I want to lean on the Browns to cover any spreads. So I'm just going to leave this one alone.
I think this will be an offensive snooze fest.
Would Rich be falling asleep in this one?
He will. I'm gonna take the under. I think it's gonna be like a 20-13, something like that. Fair. So, give me the under.
Don't want nothing to do with this game. Like Daryl said, if this is the only thing I had to watch, I'd take a nap instead of watching this game.
Snooze fest.
I mean,
intentionally take a nap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I don't like the Browns. I don't like the Giants. Pass.
Man, I have in my picks, I might be switching it. I have the Giants plus 6.5. I think Malik Neighbors will get loose for 1, and that could be the spread cover. But I do kind of like Devontae Foreman getting the tote now. He's a hard-nosed runner. That's 6.5. I'm going to stay with Giants plus 6.5. I think
Is he
Malik
starting for
scoring.
the Browns, Foreman?
Right now, yeah. Week 1 he didn't do nothing. Week 2 he was the lead back.
How's Malik been
They need
doing
a
so
power
far?
back. Neighbors ball. Last game he
had a great
balled
game
hard.
last
Yeah,
game.
he's coming into it now. He's starting to feel it already. Now I don't know if Danny Pennies is going to get it done, but I love that they changed his nickname to Danny Pennies.
Danny Pennies.
Danny Dimes, now he's Danny
No,
Pennies.
Danny's Pennies. This is the one on the board for me right
Ooh,
here.
look at South Alabama.
I came to Browns minus 10. Browns minus 10.
Oh,
They're
wow.
App State money line.
6.5. 42.1. This would be a slight over for me.
I'm switching it.
Slight over.
I'm with you. I'm switching it.
You're going to switch it?
I'm going Browns minus 6.5. I'm switching on my picks right now because they should win by 10. You're right.
I think so.
Hey, suppose that spread
Switching
got
it
up
right
to
now.
7 or 7.5. That's no longer a play, you think?
I don't think I would play it at 7 or 7.5. So definitely not 7.5. But under that 7, I say you go for it.
Yeah, I'm going Browns minus 6.5, changing it up.
Nice. I feel good. That means I got Jorel behind my quest for the Chi-Chi's Cup challenge.
It's my second to least favorite game on my picks too. That game is just disgusting.
How about the Broncos at the Bucks? We recently saw the Bucks here in Detroit. 6.5. The Broncos are getting on the road. 41-ish is the total. Who wants it? I'll give it to anybody.
I think you worry about a letdown here with the Bucks, but the Broncos really haven't showed me much, and they're on the road. I
think it's in Denver.
Bo Nix getting blitz is going to be a problem with that Bucks defense.
Is that right?
No, it's at Tampa, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's in Tampa. Yes.
I think that's going to just be enough to get the Bucks past the. If I'm betting this game, I'm taking the Bucks. I don't love it, but they're the far superior team, so they should be able to take care of that number. But I do worry about a little letdown after beating Detroit.
And for the viewers, a lot of people actually don't know this. When you look at two teams, the team on the right or the team on the bottom is always the home team. A lot of people don't know that, but that's a good little thing. Then like if you're seeing a score or whatever, the bottom or team on the right is always the home team. And I'm gonna go with Denver. I think the Bucks. I wouldn't call it their Super Bowl, but that was a super revenge game. So kind of like you said, it could be a letdown. So high emotional game. They pulled it off. So I think they might come out a little flat. I guess they are at home, but Denver. I think they'll get their running game going this week, and I'm looking for Cortland Sutton to score in this game.
Okay. Hey, anytime touchdown scorer. Cortland Sutton.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that one.
Yeah, like that.
Because it's got good odds.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling this game too much. I think this would be one I'd sit this one out. So
The Broncos haven't been the worst team in the league, but they still got a rookie quarterback, and I think it's always, bet against the rookie quarterbacks, generally speaking. I probably would consider getting the Bucks at a... I don't want to say a Wong teaser, Jimmy. Probably a Wang teaser.
Be a Wanger?
There you go. You got Bears and Bucks.
Yeah, just need them to win. I kind of like the idea of that. It's not a sharp bet, but nevertheless.
Well, you might see that later in the show here,
Nope.
D-Dub. You might see something like that from me.
I got some wild
see.
stuff later.
Would you be better
some brown
just
stuff?
finding?
All right.
Remember? I was like, will it fit on the thing?
Oh, that one.
I got
Yeah,
some
I
wild
made it work.
stuff.
I made it work for you.
Would you be better off though putting the Buccaneers money line in a parlay, perhaps?
You would not in this, and at least not in my example. I checked it both ways.
Okay.
Oh shit! I hit the wrong button there. Let's go back to
Sade,
the
smooth
graphics.
operator.
My number came to 6.5 on this, exactly right there, and 38 was my total. 40.5 is the total that's on the board. So nothing there. Packers Titans.
Question:
Yes, sir.
do you get excited when you see your number comes out to be what the number is on as the spread?
Well, no, because then it's definitely not a play.
Doesn't that make you feel like your number might be pretty accurate though?
Yeah, maybe.
And
I
so
guess
maybe
I never really
then
thought
if you
about
were
that.
to tease it, it might be a
Might be a worthwhile
strong play.
endeavor. Sure. Without or is Jordan Love still not?
question.
I think he's very
I don't know what
questionable
the
at this
designation
point.
is, but he
I
did
don't
practice supposedly.
He's
Yeah.
he's
I thought it was-
banged up, and
I thought
if
it
you
was
think
gonna miss.
about the scenario, that game means nothing to Green Bay. It's an
Yeah.
AFC game.
So why
cross
take a
means
chance, right?
You should not take the chance.
I agree with you.
You should not. And if I'm pounding Tennessee if Malik plays.
Yeah,
Malik ain't going 12 or 14 again. No way.
2.5. All right, Jorel.
Tennessee.
I think you already said it.
Yeah, Tennessee 0-2 team at home, right? 0-2 at home. Tennessee's a lot better than advertised. Well, I wouldn't say a lot better, but I think they get a step out of Will Levis. And Green Bay does play good defense, but I've been hearing for years how good Green Bay's defense, and I've always been saying overrated. So that's with an asterisk. If Jordan Love plays, then I'm off it. But the spread will probably go to Green Bay -2 if Jordan Love plays, or at least even or -1. Yeah.
Yeah. I would think
But with
so.
no Jordan Love, I love Tennessee in this game.
Okay.
Yeah, I might like Tennessee either way. I mean, even if Love plays, it's not going to be 100%. So
Yeah, good point.
Levis is he's cost his team the game in both games so far with the bad pick sixes. So even his coach threw him under the bus, which was unusual. But I mean, they were so bad that you almost have to call it out. So
But he's going to rewire his brain, he said.
yes, he's going to rewire his brain this week. So maybe they should think about throwing to Hopkins too. I'll drop that nugget. For
a lot of
you,
people
too.
don't know this, but he low key has a torn MCL.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's a full tear, but he is hurt right now.
All right, maybe Traylon Burks then.
Yeah,
Tennessee.
I've been waiting for Burks to break out. He's a talented receiver, and
He's fourth on the depth chart.
I know.
I'm going to ride with them. I like the Titans 0-2 at home. And I was cheering for Green Bay to lose.
Yeah, that's another good point. Yeah,
Sure.
I can't believe I didn't say that too.
Yeah.
We need them. We want them to lose.
Yeah, I'll take the 2.5 with the Titans.
Titans. That's a team I mix up with the Colts frequently, even on the show.
I do the same thing, Daryl. I don't know why.
I think they're both the most mediocre team. Not the worst teams, but the most mediocre teams.
Similar.
There'll be about 9 wins between the two of them. Take the Packers and Wong tease that thing to 8.5. All
Long
day long.
teaser. I did it again, D-Dub. I came to -2. Titans, it is -2. And then 38.5. So again, no play here for yours truly.
Nice low over-under. That'd be another reason to possibly Wong that thing.
You're gonna have to add another column over here, JT, because these spreads are dead on.
Yeah, exactly. You need
MGM,
the
DraftKings, JT.
JT number. Hell yeah, man.
I see your
JT's
hat is about
books.
to pop off your head with the way your head is inflating over there.
Funny. You're a funny.
Sorry.
You're a funny
JT's
guy.
books.
Hey, how about this one? I know Jorel likes this one. You got the Eagles at the New Orleans Saints, the trending hard New Orleans Saints. This line is only 2.5. Only 2.5. Almost a 50-point total here. Jorel.
Let's go, Tia. Tia's rooting for this one.
Tia.
I just like that the Saints offense is rolling. I actually love Kamara's interview. He said our coach has everyone bought in. Everyone believes. Kamara is one of the best backs in the NFL. He has been since he's been there, and now he's playing good. He's back. He's healthy, and Philly can't play defense. Not at the caliber New Orleans is playing. And I like TD play on this. I always forget his name. The receiver, the fast receiver.
Olave?
No, the other one.
Marquise Colston.
No,
Oh, no.
That's going back.
I know who you're talking
Why can't I
about.
think of his name?
DeVary Henderson.
The number 2 on the Saints. He's
Rashid.
Rashid.
Yeah, where'd
Shaheen?
that guy come from?
Shaheen.
Right,
Shaheen.
yeah,
There you
Shaheen.
go. Rashid Shaheen, something like that. Yeah, I like him for a TD this game too.
Okay.
Only because Slay will be over on.
Olave's side.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Shaheen's a good player.
Sure.
He's fast. I don't know where he came from, Daryl.
Yeah,
Sure.
it kind of came out of nowhere.
He's, I think it was a 3rd or 4th round pick, and he averages like a ton of yards per catch. He just doesn't get a lot of action.
For some reason, a Mac school comes to mind, but I'm clueless too.
How about that white?
I'll find out.
How about that white wide receiver from the Colts? I don't want to reduce somebody to their color of their
Talking
skin.
about Alec Pierce?
But
Pierce? Yeah.
second
He
round
came,
pick.
he came from Cincinnati.
He was a second round pick. He
Cincinnati.
didn't do a dang thing last year, right?
His rookie year, he had like 600 yards. His second year, he didn't do much. I think he got hurt. I think he's a cookie, though. I think he's an Oreo there.
Hey,
What?
jeez.
Okay.
What kind of a show is this?
Oh,
All I know is we're
Shaheen
chewing
played
up our
at
time
Weber
here.
State.
Weber State. Wow. Okay.
I'll go real quick. I think the Saints are frauds. Sorry, Tina. I think the Eagles. I think the Eagles jump in on this one.
We're not going to get a Titan over here or whatever.
What have you done for me lately?
Saquon is scary though. Saquon can keep them in any game.
I think Philadelphia's a better team. I'm taking Eagles all day long in this game. Saints won't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
What?
They scored on
Somebody,
16
you
straight
realize
drives. That's
somebody's
insane.
got
I
to
don't
make it
care.
in that division,
Who's
right?
the quarterback? Exactly.
You think that they're better than
I'll tell you the team that's gonna make it from the division will be the Falcons all day long.
over the Buccaneers and the Saints?
Yeah. We just asked like you were surprised that there was going to be somebody over the Saints. You named 2 teams that are
I
better
think they
than
all
them.
stink.
I don't think so.
He could be right. They could
I'll tell
be
you what.
frauds. They could just be
I
hot.
think the Rams stink. They're not going to be any good. There's no teams in the West.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Oh, we got out of kilter.
Saints win.
Yeah, just say
and
it, Tones.
Do your boys a favor.
Sorry about
You
that.
should be cheering for the Saints.
I think you got to go Saints right now.
Cheering for
I think you
anybody.
got to go Saints. I do understand what
Lions.
Jorel was saying earlier. They're 2-0, and but still, my number came out to like 19.5, Jimmy.
That was a big one.
Wow, Saints by
I'm also
20.
on the
Let's
Saints.
go. Also, a lot of big trends are in the Saints' favor as well in this.
I guess note the one dissenter of the group.
Yeah. Yeah, you are the only dissent.
Dissenting opinion.
By the way, we got Chris Pena. Quiz.
Florida guy?
Quiz, Atlanta guy.
Atlanta.
He says Saints are looking lethal, and it hurts his soul to say that.
Yes.
Yes. And then he says, let's go Falcons. That's right. Rise up.
Two good receivers,
Rise
a
up,
stud
Quiz.
running back, and the quarterback's playing great.
Yeah. Rise up.
Rise up.
What we got next year? We got the Carolina Panthers. God, they suck. Carolina Panthers at the Las Vegas Raiders. 5 is the line there. Of course, the Panthers are getting 5 with the Andy Dalton, the Red Rocket. 40 is your point total, although you could get 39.5 if you went over to FanDuel with a little bit of juice on that. Go ahead. Let's see. I'm gonna sign this one out. I'm gonna sign this one to Tones.
Okay. I like the Raiders. They're looking pretty solid. Another team that, to me, is taking a step up from last year. Carolina's just god awful. And I don't know, any team at home against Carolina within 10 points. You know, I mean, I'm taking them. So, yeah, this is doable for the Raiders. They're going to win by double digits.
I think I might be
Raiders.
lone wolf in this one.
Everybody forgets about the Raiders in week 1. Were they that respectable in week 1? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Who did they play?
They played the
Chargers.
Chargers. And Chargers are tough.
They were winning that game.
You're
Chargers.
discounting the Harbaugh effect. I'm telling you.
I
They're
am.
playing way better.
I am
than
highly
this.
discounting it.
Okay.
I'm
don't.
getting you the blue light
Don't
special
do it.
on
Do you
that.
know Harbaugh's record in the NFL?
It's sick.
Very good. 53 and like 20.
Previously, he coached the 49ers.
He built them
They
too.
went to a Super Bowl.
He built them.
He wasn't the GM on that team.
But he brought in a lot of the pieces.
Trent Baalke would disagree.
About 4 years ago, Tones would tell you that this guy shouldn't be coaching anywhere in America, right?
Yeah.
Now
I think a
he's-
lot of people said
now
that,
he's
though.
telling us the
COVID
Harbaugh
year,
effect.
everybody
year.
Everybody was ready
Now he's
to-
telling us about
I mean,
the
he-
Mandela
just-
effect.
It took
the
him 7
Harbaugh
years to be
effect.
relevant, so I respect Tone's opinion, and a lot of people that said I was one of them kind of saying it too.
Yeah.
I was saying give him a chance, but I think college coaches need at least 5 years to get all their talent in.
I like the
5,
Raiders.
7 years, whatever. Yeah, how can anybody like the They don't. Here's the problem for Bryce and for the Red Rocket, as you called them. They don't have anybody to throw to. The team is terrible. The running back they drafted in the second round can't run. He's on ACL. Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, it's my
sorry,
boy.
yeah, your boy. He's not in the Steelers anymore though for a reason. Shipped his ass out of there to go 2-0.
They know what they're doing with
They don't-
receivers too.
So the Panthers just do everything wrong. The Raiders
2-0.
should. The Raiders should. That's a pass.
Flag.
PI. Oh my god.
Oh my God! I need to throw a flag.
Anyways,
Are you kidding me?
this is the game the Raiders need to win to even be in the playoff talk. This is the game they usually lose, but I gotta stick with them on this one. They gotta beat the Panthers.
Terrell,
ahead,
20
go ahead.
seconds. No, it's okay. You got it.
Right,
I'm
you're
you
going
just
Wilson.
said.
Just because the original thought is there's no chance Carolina, so I'm taking Carolina +5. I put it in my picks.
All right. And then
Probably my last one.
my number on this, I had the Raiders laying 7.7. So that is a play all day, baby. Take the Raiders, in my opinion.
Jimmy's on that
And then
one.
against
also
the
the
public.
under. The under. If you can imagine that.
39.5.
I like
Oh,
it.
shit. Okay.
Perhaps
there we go.
I like the
SGP?
under because, huh?
Carolina might get 10 points. Yeah, under.
Then they're winning 10-9.
Under. Okay. We got the hobbled Dolphins at the not so hobbled Seattle Seahawks. 4.5 is the number there. That's at home Seattle laying 4.5. 41.5 is your total. Let's start Richie on this one.
Yeah, I think I had this as one of my picks, so I'll won't spend much time on it. But whenever you're starting a quarterback named Skyler, give me the other team. I'll take the 12th man on this one.
Okay. Yeah, who wants it? Go anybody.
I'm taking Dolphins +4.5. They still have playmakers, so I think they're just going to vanilla the playbook and get it to the playmakers in space. Tyreek can bust one. A chain can bust one. Seattle, Kenneth Walker is still banged up. I think he's going to play, but he is banged up. It's an oblique, so those linger for a while. No one's going to, same thing as the Carolina pick. No one's going to count on the Dolphins, really. So I just see them pulling some magic here. And they got weapons, so I'm going Dolphins plus 4.5.
Yeah, with no Tua, I just don't see the Dolphins rolling. Seahawks at home. They're going to win by 6 or 7.
It is a tough place to play. It's the hardest place to play, actually.
6 or 7. I think the Dolphins are a lost puppy without Tua.
This is one I looked at.
Ford Field's supposed to be too, but yeah.
Ford Field right now.
Sunday night, I saw this and I said I got to get down on Seattle.
Yeah.
At that point, it was minus 6.5.
6.5, sure.
It only went the other way.
Yeah.
2 points.
Didn't help you out.
That's how off I was.
I
still think.
You can call me. I'm the
what
line
happened,
guru.
Daryl?
I went. On Sunday night, I like to look at the lines for the week ahead. Look ahead lines, Jimmy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, Seattle, Miami's just something's not right there. So
they're not right.
But it was 6.5 that day?
It was 6.5, and I got down on Seattle. Then I got down at 5.5, and
now it's
finally I cashed those ones in, and I got down at 4.5.
Well, how much are you betting? You're moving the spread this much on
No,
Hundreds of thousands.
This guy's got millions going down.
I merely
Moving the
have a
spread?
nickel on these things.
Yeah.
But the point being, I think Seattle probably covers. But if they don't cover, it'll be because they lost by 28 points.
It'll be because of you.
Because they lost.
Is what it'll be.
So
who didn't go? Tones, did you go here?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, everybody went. Okay, got it. Just me.
Remind me not to ask Daryl about derivatives.
No, he's not big into the derivative market. This one,
if you can spell it, I can explain it, Rich.
I can't even spell that. I'm pretty decent at spelling. You got the Seahawks. I came to -1 for the Seahawks. I'm gonna go Dolphins here. Through the 3? Absolutely. Here's a whistle. There you go.
You know, Skylar Thompson is starting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, this one's going to be painful.
Yes.
This one's going to be painful. Lions at Arizona. The trending hard Arizona Cards. This is in the 4:00 window, by the way. Got the Cards +3 at home against the Lions. 51.5 is the total.
Let me tell you something, Jimmy.
Who wants it?
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
If I'm Tones, I'm going with the Lions. I'm going to pick the Lions money line. I'm going to take them in the spread, and I'm going to take them teased. I'm going to take them parlayed. I'm going to take them every which way I could.
Okay.
But for me, I'm going to, at 3 points, I'm going to leave it alone completely. If I had a gun to my head and it went to 2.5, I would take the Lions. And if it went to 3.5, I would take the Cardinals. That's kind of where I'm at.
All right.
I just think the Lions played one of their worst offensive games in well over a year.
Horrible. Bad play calling, wouldn't you say, Jorel?
But I think the Lions do a great
Yes.
job of bouncing back from a bad game. But Cardinals looked pretty good too. My fanboy wants me to take the Lions, but I'm just going to sit this one out. I do think the Lions will respond and find a way to win this game.
Who's that offensive coordinator?
Ben Johnson?
Not anymore.
Nah?
Fire is ours.
No, he can't.
He's going to be a head coach soon.
No, I just think they'll find a way. They're not going to have two goose egg performances back to back like that. They're gonna figure it out on offense. So, and defense looks good. So I'm happy.
Yeah, you got
with
one
it.
team classically overachieving. You got one team underachieving here. I wouldn't. The Lions are definitely a top 5 team. They're gonna pull this off. And I'll tell you what, I really like the over in this game as well. I don't think they're going to keep the Cardinals under 20. So it just leaves you to grab another 31 and a half from the Lions. So that won't be any issue.
One thing I have to say is we are 0-2 in my head. Jared Goff threw that pick against the Rams, and the guy dropped it. That's game over.
Right.
Or if was a cup,
So
caught that ball and it would have been a first down right then.
And that was at home,
Yeah.
so I give the benefit of the doubt of the
Right.
Rams. In my head, we're 0-2 and we're playing bad football. But here's, I think a lot of this does go on, like you asked, Daryl, Ben Johnson. I might take a couple seconds on this one. Teams know we're running a comeback or a dig in a big situation to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And when they showed the Rams on the interception, the horrible interception, all they did was run robber. So they know robber, bracket, Amon-Ra. He's either breaking this way or this way. And if he goes deep, we can run with him. He's not like a lightning bolt like J-Mo. So Ben Johnson's inexperience is showing now, and is he going to adapt? And Jared Goff hasn't adapted either. Once the NFL has a year of your films, you gotta be ready.
Yeah, you gotta right.
And they know to robber. You just robber Amon Ra right now because they got some stuff they got to figure out. But I'm with Richie. I was originally thinking Arizona, but I put down Lions because, like he said, one team's overachieving, one team is very good. And I've seen some promising things. I think Arnold's going to be a really good corner. He didn't have the greatest game, but he's running with guys, and I think he's going to be a really good corner. Corner's the hardest position to develop in almost all sports.
2 or 3 of those interferences are garbage.
Yeah, the one was so bad.
They don't call it the other way.
The one was so bad. The one on the back left, that was so bad.
Mm-hmm.
But he's running with guys, kind of has a Darrelle Revis vibe to me. I know that's a crazy call out, but corner's a hard position to develop, so give him some time, and I think he's dangerous.
For sure.
I think we got a stud.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You guys agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So
with you,
far, so
man.
good. I mean,
Jimmy
you
always
can't
a lot
let
more
that-
time for the Lions. What do you got on this one?
I got nothing
Bad
on this one.
experience.
Slight lean to the over. That would be it. 2.1.
Better than the left.
I did fanboy though,
That's true.
Tones. But I like what Richie said. I kind of agreed with that at the end, like right before I did my picks.
I just don't think the Lions are going to look like
There's
crap
no
2
way,
weeks
and we're
in a
going to
row.
run the ball this time.
Yeah.
I think we learned our lesson.
It seemed
Run
like
the ball.
they had a
Yeah.
game plan to attack the middle of the field in the air, and they never got away from that, even at the end of the game. Like
55 golf throws is not good.
The other thing, I'm just putting it out there. If Hendon Hooker's our quarterback, J-Mo has 2 more touchdowns this year. Just saying. I think Goff's good.
I
Not
agree.
buying
But
that.
the best quarterback on the Lions is on the bench right now.
In 2 years.
I need to see more of Hooker to make
He's ready.
Preseason don't tell you anything.
He's ready.
Does it
The
seem like
Alabama game told me a lot.
He's ready to lead Tennessee to a playoff run again.
The Alabama game told me a lot.
Do you think sometimes Campbell comes up with a game plan and he will not deviate from
He's
that?
a little stubborn. And
You know what I mean?
maybe that's it. Maybe
I could see that.
Maybe we should fire Campbell.
But I think he
that's
also
an unpopular opinion.
he also puts a lot of faith in Ben Johnson.
I was
He
going
lets
to say,
him have a lot
I
of control.
think he agrees with Ben Johnson's
Yeah.
play, and they just never got away with it. I don't know why. They were averaging 5.5 yards a carry.
they got to wait for that.
I know we're
was
spending
weird.
time on this, but how do we go and win the game in overtime? That game should have never went to overtime because we should have did what we did to them. The drive
fourth
before.
quarter.
Early-
We have
yeah.
5 minutes on the clock. Run the clock out. Pound
Third
it
quarter
away.
was shitty, though.
And then how do you not, that's why I love Jim Harbaugh. Show them we're running right and then stop it. And then when you do, we'll go to the cute stuff. Our team is built to smash mouth.
Yeah.
So why are we throwing 50 times a game?
I felt
With
like
a
they were,
noodle for an arm.
I felt like
running
they were
back combo
trying
in the
to
league.
get Brown too heavily involved too, forcing it to him to the point where he got hurt at the end of the
And
game.
Goff missed how many of those out routes? He just missed a lot of throws.
Patrick needed to get his feet down on the one. That was Patrick's fault.
Yeah,
It wouldn't hurt to throw to the sticks on 3rd and 4th down as
That
well.
would not be
not
bad
like
either.
that
You know
check
what
down.
though? Last year they got away with that a lot because they went to
So,
Gibbs
okay,
and
good
Gibbs
point.
went
At
Good point.
halftime,
That is a
at
good
halftime
point,
they
Richie.
get the field goal there. The game.
Yeah,
That's
that
all
is
there.
a-
The
That's
Lions
game.
win the game.
That's high school football
Lions
stuff
win the
right
game.
there. That's
I can't believe that happened. That was ridiculous.
that was horrible.
That was bad. Very, very bad. Next on the agenda, we got the Ravens at the Cowboys. This is going to be an interesting game to watch, I think.
Yeah, this is the game of the week in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Two teams that want to win so bad right now. I'm
NFL?
Go ahead.
very simple for me. I'm going Ravens,
Yeah.
just because I think
good stuff.
they're a better team, and I think they're very hungry, and they got off to a bad start. So it's gonna be one of those come out swinging. But Dallas has got a roster, so this is an anything goes type game. Kind of feeling the over too, actually.
I only care what Richie says. On
I was just going to say, Rich, this is kind of your...
Yeah,
only
you know
opinion
what?
I
I think
make.
the Ravens are the better team to start the year. They have to win, and
Have to, yeah.
the Cowboys certainly did not impress me last week. I think this is a classic Cowboys letdown game when they're leading 17-13, and then the Ravens score in the last minute. 2017 Ravens. Yeah.
Wow. I like that call.
I feel like both these teams last year, and maybe this year, obviously, play to the strength of their opponent, and both could win this game if they were playing the Raiders this week. I would, or the Panthers. I would say there's a chance they probably both could lose.
Well, the Ravens did lose to the Raiders last week.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm staying out of this one.
Biting commentary.
What do you think, Tom?
Sorry, Rich.
Thank you.
I don't see Baltimore going 0-3.
I picked Baltimore. You don't have to say sorry.
I know, but it's your boys.
And I think they got to get Derrick Henry going, right? Everyone keeps telling me Derrick Henry's
You have
dead, and
to.
they've been telling me this
I
for
don't think
years.
it's a Henry
No.
thing. I think that O-line's not.
Good point. We took Zeitler.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that might be a good point. He isn't getting... They're getting to him quick, so... I have noticed that. He's been getting hit in the backfield.
Harbaugh fixed that, though. He'll
Yeah,
be
I
all right.
agree.
Both
Yeah.
teams 1 and 2 at the end of the week. Not surprised here.
I got
Jim Harbaugh.
I got the Cowboys here.
How about them?
Cowboys should be laying 2.8. Call it 3. Instead, they're getting 1.
You changed your opinion now?
I think that's a pretty good deal. I'll take that. Also, the over. My point total comes to 52.1. They're
Ooh,
at
I like that.
47.5. You can get a FanDuel
Is Dak worth that
with
money?
no juice on the over.
You know what? This is.
I'm not a Dak fan. I don't know.
This is the game of the week, actually, except that we have the Lions at Cardinals up for us, so no one will be watching this
Yeah,
game.
you won't be watching that one.
No.
Extremeast.io.
Is Dak
can
worth
watch
money?
any
No,
game.
nobody's worth Dak's money. Dak's a mediocre quarterback at best. Maybe top 13 if he's lucky.
But hear me out. Like, if we let Goff walk, for example, and do what San Fran did, you let Goff walk. Okay, maybe Hooker ain't as good, but you have $52 million to spend now.
Yeah. You could do a lot. Get a lot of weapons.
And then you draft a quarterback next year, and you have two guys
Oh.
battling. That's just how I look
Yeah.
at it. San Fran gave everyone the formula, and no one's following it.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's a quick
You
clock
can't
there, Jimmy.
pick the last guy in the
Silence.
draft to expect him to be your quarterback.
The third round.
How about the Niners?
No, Purdy was the last pick in the draft.
Oh no, Purdy. Yeah, yeah, but they got rid of Garoppolo. That cost money, and then he even said it.
Well, what they did was they fucked up and took
Somebody hear the whistle?
Lance. What's his name? Right?
Yeah, Lance. Yeah.
The whistle on the whistle.
But he even said it.
Did you hear that?
He even said it
red
early,
flag.
Richie. Early in that year, he said the best quarterback on our roster is Purdy, and he was the third stringer. at the
Sideline
time.
violation.
You take some yield back some time on the next one.
Yield.
That's the way you do it, right?
I will yield.
You got the Niners and the
Yield back.
You got the Niners and the Rams. Rams 6.5 at home, getting 6.5 against the CMC-less San Francisco 49ers. 43s are the total, 43.5. How
about me?
Go ahead.
1 week, San Francisco is seemingly the best team in the league, and then the next week they're losing to Minnesota, and the Rams they're playing a relative like a playoff game, basically an atmosphere in Detroit, and they should have beat them, and then they get smoked next week. So who knows? Who knows?
They are playing a practice squad.
Yeah, there's a lot of
The
bad,
Rams are a
lot-
practice squad right now.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
lot
they
of
are.
good weapons out of this game, dude. I don't.
A lot on both sides. Very fine people on
I
both
mean,
sides.
I could see an
What- what-
underplay because I just don't think the explosive weapons are there.
What
in the game.
weapons on the Rams? They're all dead.
Yeah,
Kyron Williams is the only one on the field.
I mean, that's why I
He's
can
not
just
playing? He's dead.
He's
He's
not
all
playing.
dead.
He's out.
Cups up.
He's
Yeah.
out.
They're two
Definitively?
linemen, two good
for
linemen
like 4
dead.
weeks.
4 weeks.
maybe.
Yeah.
The Rams are a practice squad.
Puka?
But why is the spread only 6.5? That's what's driving
Josh
me
Reynolds?
crazy.
Yeah,
Because they're at home.
Like, I get it, but like, should be 10, 12, 13. Like, it doesn't make sense. Because they're at home. Okay.
I've taken under. There's
But
not,
still
there's
doesn't
not
make
enough
any
weapons
sense.
on the field.
This is a
game.
fishy game to me, but the
Flipper
Rams.
Anderson?
Willie?
Oh, man.
Isaac Bruce? I'll go quick. I agree. I think the Rams are depleted. I would love to take the Rams in this spot. You got to give me one receiver, though. They don't have anything.
2-2 at, well.
Tutu is
Yeah.
not going to cut it.
Gerald Everett?
The 49ers
He's on
don't.
the Bears.
The 49ers don't have Debo either, which is probably another
Is
reason.
he
the
out?
Debo's out.
Oh, for a little bit.
No,
right?
I think he's possibly playing now.
Oh, I heard he was out. Okay, so either way though, the 49ers are deeper. I'm taking the 49ers. They should win this by at least 7.
Me and my dad are kind of high on Mason. He's a really good one-cut back, and he's a tough runner. I actually like Mason a lot, and does anyone know where he's from?
Toledo?
Derek Mason's from Michigan State.
No.
Oh.
Oh, Derek Mason. Yeah, he was a stud
Derek
Wrong,
too.
different
Which
Mason.
Derek Mason?
Nah, he went to Georgia Tech, and he runs like a Georgia Tech back, classic Georgia Tech
okay.
style. But
Classic masonry.
something's so fishy about 6.5, and I'm gonna go with the Niners too. And I think it's a blowout, win by 20. But I don't understand why the
this is a
spread's
blowout.
6.5.
This is like a 30-3 game.
It's a practice squad. Can someone
So the under would hold.
I don't know if you guys have seen, but I
Yes.
have.
Okay.
I talk a lot of crap about Stafford. I think he's talented, but he's not a winner. But can
Someone
we
should
please get
block
a Stafford trade to like the Raiders or Miami? Put him on
Yeah,
Miami.
why not Miami? Why wouldn't
Put him on Miami and
the
let him try
Rams
and
do
win
that
another
now?
one.
Trade him away
And then
well,
rebuild.
Yeah, rebuild.
And get his money off the books.
Yeah.
But they're saying Tua. I don't. Whatever. But get Stafford on the Raiders or the Dolphins and let him start slaying. Stafford with Waddle and Tyreek. Woo woo. That would be crazy.
Yeah, just gunsling it.
Yeah.
Did you say woo woo?
Woo woo.
Did I hear that?
Woo.
Was there a woo woo?
Woo woo.
Mason, they had to ask him 3 times if he wanted to start
I think he does. He
before he
do.
accepted the position.
I thought Mason was the guy that does the public thing
Yeah.
for the Pistons.
The Prince
he's
of
won
the
it, yeah.
Palace.
The Palace. Sure.
Ben Wallace.
Real quick, Chris Pena Quiz says Kyle Shanahan is the best game caller in the league. I don't know if I would disagree with him on that.
Last year
Except
it was
in the
Ben
Super
Johnson.
Bowl. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, collapse.
Yeah. Hey, I just noticed you guys have
Whoa, is
like
this
some sort of
that
charms on
drones or
your
I think it had to be drones, right?
on your microphone there. What does it say?
What I have?
What does that say?
I
I
hate
love-
Jim.
What does it say? I
Hey, Jim.
say I love Jim. Is
Oh,
that what that
heart.
says?
Heart means
Oh,
love.
okay.
I thought it
I
meant,
couldn't
Oh, clearly Jim put those there.
make you
I
guys
thought
say
heart
it. Yeah.
means hate. Sorry.
Yeah. All right, Chris, this one's for you, buddy. I know you're a big Atlanta Falcons fan, or
Quiz.
Falcons as I say, but some people say Falcons.
Let's go, Chris. I'm with you.
Chefs, this is Sunday night. Chefs at the Falcons. The Falcons are at home. They're getting 3 at home. The home dog, as they're called, 46.5. It's going to be the point total. Tones.
That's Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Sunday night.
I liked how the Falcons played last game at home Sunday night. I would take the points with the Falcons there. Yeah.
The hook.
I take the plus 3.
I'm with you, Tones. Home dogs.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are all
Falcons
with me.
fly. I'm with
Chiefs
you.
could win by a point or 2 or whatever, but I think the Falcons will cover.
I'm with you.
Wrong.
Oh yeah, this is your pick in
You're
the
wrong.
Chi-Chi's Cup pick.
This is. Oh,
Chiefs.
that's right. Yeah, you took Chi-Chi's Cup.
I like that number too. I like the Chiefs to win by about 3.5.
Yeah.
There's really nothing you can
Wow.
say. Like
Cutting it close.
Chiefs can be minus 17, and if Mahomes is on the field, anything can happen. I think he's one of the greatest athletes I've ever seen in my life. But
I kind of like this game being a
like
shootout.
Tone
too.
said, I like
He'll never
that-
compete
yeah,
with his
yeah.
old man though.
And one thing I saw, oh man, stop.
The real Patrick Mahomes.
One thing I really saw was Cousins and Mooney clicked, and
Mooney.
Drake clicked. Like the ball was on the brakes,
London, Pitts,
and
loaded.
I just think Atlanta at home's gonna do this. I think
Bijan.
KC's got to figure some stuff out with losing Pacheco.
Well, you know what could be the tiebreaker if Quiz is going to be at the game.
Chris,
that
you're
could-
going to be at the game,
That
Chris?
could add at least a half a point.
Oh, that would
to the
be.
spread.
Just for the energy that he brings alone.
Yep.
I think is worth it. I'm spot on. 3.4 is my number. Falcons getting. So, although I am a slight lean to the over here at 48.1. Yeah, 48 points.
With no
Slight
Pacheco,
lean.
they're probably gonna sling it.
Probably.
You got to expect Kelsey to step up here soon.
We made it through that one quick.
They really don't need Kelsey anymore. They
Never
drafted
mind.
like 3 of his replacements.
Yeah, I did. How about the Jags at the Bills? This is Monday. This is one of the first of the 2 Monday night games. This one starts at 7:30. You got the Bills laying. You can actually get 4.5 juiced a little bit if you want to. Otherwise, it's 5. 45.5. Jorel.
I don't know if you guys remember, I was in the chat last week, and we did a little research, and my one buddy that does booking, he -5 is like the worst spread ever.
Yeah, you were saying that.
He does
yeah.
booking. Like,
But
what is he, a
the
librarian?
Chargers,
or
so I hit him. I hit him with the Chargers were -5 last week. He goes, they closed at 6.
Oh, they closed.
Oh,
The closing
So,
number matters.
More of a
I
travel
just
guy.
I hate Jacksonville. Valeni had me dying laughing. Cut your hair, Lawrence, and start playing football. I just don't like Jacksonville. They don't show me nothing. But in fantasy, what's his name? Brian Thomas Jr. I think he's gonna start stepping up. But I just
What
can't
happened
get
to
on
Christian
Jacksonville.
Kirk?
I think Superman's gonna put the team on his back. And now they finally got James rolling, so James Cook rolling. So I think Buffalo in a blowout.
Wow.
Yeah,
Who-
blowout.
Who's this running back 0 on the Jets here?
That's Allen,
Who's that?
youngest guy in the NFL.
Who?
He's a beast.
I don't like him.
He's awesome.
I don't like him.
He's awesome.
I don't
Take
like
him
him.
out.
In 2 years, this is going to be a top 5 NFL running back. I promise you guys. Once he gets a couple NFL years,
Yeah.
he
Jimmy
scored
put
2
that in the
touchdowns
books.
last week,
And
Daryl.
he came from where?
He caught one.
What college?
Anyways, I'll take the Bills in this
Wisconsin.
game.
Wisconsin.
Yes.
Oh, you bring
You'll take the Bills. in
I'm
the
going to
game.
take the Bills,
Yeah,
although I
Wisconsin.
will say the Jags 2 years ago, they shouldn't have made the playoffs. They did. Last year, they had a 95% chance to make the playoffs. They didn't.
choked, yeah.
So every time you kind of count them out,
Yeah.
it's like the old Wayne Fonts. What was his nickname?
Big Buck.
No, what was
Rasputin.
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 That's the new Rasputin is the Jags, but I think the Bills are
Fired.
rolling.
What do you
I
mean
like 'em.
fired?
No digs, no problem. Bills.
Coleman had no catches last week.
Doesn't need to. He's got Samuel and a bunch of other guys.
Gabe Davis.
Shahir, I like Shahir too. No,
Buffalo
Gabe Davis
home
on Jacksonville,
on Monday
actually.
night adds a few more points than the 2 home
Daryl.
traditional banners.
Gabe Davis is actually on Jacksonville.
Dang it.
Buffalo by double digits.
They lost their hold. They do have that old Valdez Scantlin, whatever that
He
fellow's
is on the
name.
Bills, isn't he?
Yes.
Valdez.
He'll send fear down your back. Is that right?
Doesn't sound like so.
I would say Jacksonville,
Boom, power
based
Oh,
on
they're
Can't do that.
This is
That was
sorry
weak.
about whoever
0-2.
cut
It was
off
still
right now.
going on to play.
Can't do that anymore.
Can't,
Come on. That's weak, dude.
I got
sense,
nothing.
Jimmy?
playing football too rough. Penalty.
That's
You're
weak.
We're
playing
about to get
football too
flagged.
rough. That is unbelievable.
Jim, who'd you have?
I had nobody on that one.
All right, cool.
I had Von Martin do that to me in college, and he gave me a concussion.
Fuck Von
Von Martin. He played for the Lions.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
That's a weak call,
Vaughn.
dude.
Literally gave me a concussion, and
Theo
me
Von?
being in Canada,
Theo
they
Von?
just laughed at me.
Who was the linebacker for the Broncos
Romanowski?
from Texas A&M?
Von Miller.
Von
Von
Miller.
Miller.
I thought you were talking
How is that a penalty?
about
You're not,
Von Miller.
you're not allowed to lift them this year or whatever that new
You're
rule
just
is.
not allowed to be mean.
Right.
That's a good play. Look at Tevai, still in the league.
That's the Lions, though.
The Lions, second round pick.
Yeah.
All right, what we got, Jimmy?
Last one.
Cool.
The last one for the week. This is your Richie Washington Commanders, the taco holders at the Cincinnati Bengals. Tones' Cincinnati Bengals. You got the Bengals laying a TD and maybe a hook somewhere. 47. Rich, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this because you're such a big Commanders fan.
I don't know about that.
Come on.
I do like Jaden Daniels.
I do too.
I
yeah.
actually hate the Commanders.
He actually reminds me a lot of Vic. Don't you agree?
As a Cowboys fan, not a fan at all. I do. I
More
think
like
their offense
Robert
can be
Griffin
explosive.
III. Sorry, Rich.
Oh, you're good. I'm going to lay off this game. If you give me the hook, I'll probably take the Commanders. If it's 7, I don't know. What's over on there? 47? I don't like this game. I'll probably just sit back and not watch this game because I'll be watching the Bills game.
Yeah, logical.
The Bengals are 0-2.
The Bengals are going to cover this game, or we're going to find out that the Bengals are done for the season.
You're right.
Yeah, we'll get
I feel the
It's
same.
one or the other. They're not going
They're not
to. If they
impressing me
lose
at
this
all,
game,
but-
which they very well might, they're probably done. They got up for that game last week and it lost in
back throw.
sad
Out of
fashion.
bounds.
But what was I saying? Did I make a pick on this one
Not
already?
officially. No.
I like Cincinnati for survivor purposes.
Okay.
In fact, that's my pick at the moment.
Oh, don't tell me that.
I'm telling you.
I'm copying
Because
it.
you have a couple days to change it.
Well,
I want to make sure you get on the right side of.
I appreciate. No, I
okay.
appreciate that.
Right side of the ledger.
Yeah.
But this would be a good Wong teaser, Jimmy.
You're all about the teasers, man. You love the teasers.
I mean, when you can.
Yeah. All right. Good Wong teaser is Daryl's.
But
pick.
here's my thinking, Daryl. Why not just money line them instead of tease them?
Well, you got to weigh those because DraftKings will give you a minus 120
You're
on
talking
teasers.
about the, okay, the odds
Versus the money
okay, now
line,
you're getting
yeah.
too sharpy for me.
Yeah, you got to.
I don't think that deep.
Well,
I'll pay the juice just to
He'd
get
rather
myself
just pay
safe.
the juice.
you sound like our friend Richie over here.
Yeah.
Did we miss a game?
I feel like we did.
I think we did.
Minnesota.
Steelers.
Minnesota.
Oh yeah, Minnesota.
Hey, who's
yeah.
sharp now,
I think
Jimmy?
when you were going back,
I think I double.
skipped one.
Yeah, I did.
I'm
I
going.
double tapped.
I'm going Cincy in a blowout. I think this is the breakout party. It looks like Higgins is back, which opens up Chase. Tia said it last week. I know it's still early, but Burrow gets better as the season goes on. He's 0-2. He better get better now. And I like the little breakout of Gaiseki. I think Gaiseki's a weapon. So I'm thinking Bengals by a lot, but I do love Jaden Daniels. And I disagree with the RG3 comment just because RG3 was way more accurate than both Vic and him. That's why I compare him more to
I think
Vic.
you'll find that Jaden Daniels threw for like 70% last year at LSU.
Yeah, but 3 NFL receivers.
So what else are you going to compare
All
it
3
to?
of his receivers were drafted in the first 2 rounds.
What else are you going to compare it to, though? Right?
I'm with Rich. I would pass
His
on this.
59% percentage this year.
Who was on Baylor those couple years there? I think he had a couple NFL receivers as well.
Who? Metcalf?
Robert Griffin III
Yeah, Metcalf.
at Baylor.
Yeah, who was his receiver? I remember some Jack guy, but it must not be Metcalf. Metcalf with
No,
the
that
Ole
was
Miss.
that was the defensive lineman. Jimmy, are we still?
Yep.
Still with
I
us?
should probably. This is actually one of my picks too, and for my top picks, I'm surprised I didn't remember this. We got the Texans at the Vikings.
Could this
I don't
be a
think
Wong?
Tones even gave his pick. No one even heard.
I
him.
said Rich piss.
Oh,
Yeah, we ran out of time.
Piss.
Is this a Wong teaser, possibly, Jimmy?
You could wang this one, Daryl. I know you like the Wong
Wing
teasers.
Wong.
46, and yeah, they're in Minnesota. And Jorel, lead us off here.
I was thinking the Texans for a little bit, but actually Dan Orlovsky, I was watching break this down, and I actually respect a lot of things that he has to say. And he's right. The Houston Texans pass rush pass blocking isn't that good. And Minnesota, I was looking at fantasy. They got 11 sacks, like two interceptions, a forced fumble. But the 11 sacks sticks out to me in this game with a mediocre O-line. Love Stroud. I have him in pretty much every fantasy league and one of his receivers. But Minnesota's defense is better than advertised, and Sam Darnold's making the throws. They got a good coach over there. Minnesota's got a good coach. I can't see them losing at home. I don't care who it is right now. They're playing too good of football. So those 11 sacks stick out. I'm going to say 4 sacks in this game, 3 sacks, even though Stroud's quick. But Minnesota's going to pull one off here.
Something weird about that Texans team. You know, they got everybody on that offense looks pretty stellar.
Yeah.
Joe Mixon looks like a horse
Except
this year.
at the end of the day, it was the game could have won any which way at the end. So
It's the O-line. Dan Orlovsky was right.
same thing against the Colts. So probably want to Wong that thing with the Vikings, Jimmy.
Come on, kid.
+8, that makes
You
sense.
want to Wong it, huh?
I would say woo woo.
That's been
Whoa.
every game this week. You wanted to Wong or Wang.
Merely 4 times. There's 16 games.
Okay, that's a 1 quarter. Who we got?
You must be a numbers guy.
Tones.
Tones.
I think I'm gonna. I don't like the lines, but I think the over. I think it'll be upper 40s.
Did Tones just say
total.
he doesn't like the Lions?
No, the line.
He would never say that.
I think it's gonna be.
You got to
like
soundbite that
48,
Yeah, he did.
48 or so total points. So I'm gonna go the over here.
Yeah,
Tones.
you know,
Okay.
I kind of like until the Vikings lose. I mean, yeah, they seem like they're overachieving, but they seem like a very solid team. They're at home getting 2 points. So I'm going to take the Vikings. I don't love the pick. It's not like one of my favorite picks, but if I'm taking it, I'm going Vikings here. Probably
Richie,
take the money line.
Don't you agree? They look well coached.
How about Vikes and Saints in a 7-game series? Who you taking in that one?
Vikings in 5.
Vikings and Saints in a 7-game series?
7-game series. Before I get whistled out,
Had to think
I'm
about that.
going to tell you, Tones, you're wrong on this one. This is a play under.
Under?
Under.
Okay.
My number comes to 40.
40.
Wow.
40 on a 46. There it is.
Nice. Do we have another game left?
Am I having deja vu
Pittsburgh.
here?
Do yes.
Pittsburgh.
No,
Not
we
this
didn't
one.
do Pittsburgh.
We did not do Pittsburgh. Here it is. Chargers
Silk was about to have a heart attack
at
over here.
the Steelers. Sorry about that, Silky. You got the Steelers at home laying 1.5 against the Jim Harbaugh-led.
This is the
Los
Tuesday
Angeles.
night game.
This is Tuesday. We're going into next week now. Look at the total on this. Man, 36,
Wow.
35 and a half.
Well, they are the Iowa Hawkeyes of football, the
I don't want to
Steelers.
give the Steelers connection. Let's give this one to Jarrell to start.
I love
Same
this
uniforms.
under. I think both teams are going to try and pound and stay in the game. I just love this under, and I moved it to, you'll see later, I moved it to, I think, 42.5. I'm not going against my Steelers ever. Don't ever listen to me when I'm picking Steelers. I'm going to pick them every week. Well, maybe not every week, but I'm pretty much picking the Steelers every week. I just think the Steelers defense is better, and I think the Steelers defense gets turnovers. J.J. Watt, they just make things happen. And I think Justin Fields is going to progress a little bit where it's enough to win this game. 17-16, 17-10 type game, 14-10, snooze fest. But interesting defense. I love watching Watt play. He's unbelievable.
Anybody?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this West Coast, East Coast thing. So I think give me the Steelers smash,
Good
as
point.
Silk would say.
10 a.m., right? For
Home
the-
dog.
10 a.m.
Not
for
a
the
home
Chargers.
dog. Minus 1/2. That's fine.
You're right. I didn't even think about the West Coast versus East Coast, too.
I
That's
think
a good
that
call-out.
counts in your formula, Jimmy. For 4 points, I take the Steelers.
7 points.
That's
that
why
counts for.
Richie's the
Yeah.
sharp, man.
7? Okay.
Richie's sharp picks were money last week.
Yeah, he's smart, man. Smart guy.
He's always on the sharp.
Go ahead.
Doesn't ever get old at Silk.
You love, yeah. You love having Silk here. Oh, he leaves him hanging. Look
How
at this.
many-
How long?
sorry,
Okay,
buddy.
there it is. All right. Go ahead.
How many
peripheral vision's
How
going as I
many
get older.
field goals could the Steelers kick
Oh,
this
the
week?
Boz had 6 week one, right? Oh, that's my guy.
Fantasy gold, that guy.
He was my second kicker on my team just because I had to sit there and think about it.
Give me Silk Stillers.
Let's go.
Them down there.
Harbaugh hasn't lost in about 20 months, and it's not going to happen this week.
Oh my God, what a point. I love that. He has not lost in a long time.
Chargers?
Chargers.
And Michigan. He hasn't lost at Michigan all year last year. And they lost in the playoffs before that.
I remember him losing one game to I don't forget who they lost to, but it was within the 10 seconds.
Yeah.
All they had to do was punt the ball away.
I forgot that.
And they couldn't,
As soon as Harbaugh grabs one more lineman, Alt is already the best lineman. He's already the best lineman in the league.
That was a great pick.
As soon as Harbaugh gets one more of those and a real running back, well, watch out.
Game over.
Yeah, because they're going to play defense.
There's no way Dobbins' patellar tendon is going to hold up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, those aren't real running backs. That's the Ravens. Here, brother. Here's 2 guys, and here's a playbook for
Don't they have
running
Quorum now, or is he on the Rams?
He's on the Rams. I know. Yeah. But his brother handed him both his running backs. J.K. and Gus Edwards were on the Ravens last year, so it was cracking me up. Like, tell me that ain't inside trading. Inside traders.
Who else was on that team?
Well, lucky for me, I had no play this week on that one, so yeah, it was out of time.
We didn't want to hear what you had to say anyway.
Well, no, it's fine. I don't blame you.
The guest is
I don't blame you.
saucy over
Well,
here.
sometimes they revolt. That's what happens. I get it. Hey, how about our top pick performance? You guys want to see some of that?
Well, that sounds exciting.
I don't even remember how I did last week. I need to know.
I think
you were sharp last week. You were with the Sharps last week, so you had to have done good.
Here's where we're at for the NFL. This is on
about
our
my
top
picks,
picks, which
though.
are forthcoming here. So Richie, for NFL, down for his lifetime, 4.92 units for the last 30 days, which would be the regular season of NFL, down 1.64 units. Tones, down 9 for his lifetime, but just basically even for the regular season. If you include preseason, he's up 1.35. Dub, down 14.33 for his lifetime, struggling so far this year.
Between you and me, we could be almost even.
Well, almost, if you had the plus sign. I'm for my life 13.66, down 2.67.
We've been struggling with the NFL this year when it comes to the top picks.
Well, it's been a couple weeks.
You
We
got my
plenty of
stats
time.
from last year?
I do have them from last year. Yeah, I don't have them year to date though.
I'm saying last year's picks on here?
Yeah, I got them. Well, I can back up and show
I
you.
did good.
Yeah,
I know I had
I'll back
Washington
up and give
money
you
line,
some
I think, on one of them.
props.
I should be plus.
Oh wait, no, last week. I'm sorry.
I meant last year, yeah.
Last year I got.
Yeah, I think I'm plus units.
Oh, you are plus units.
Yeah.
Boring.
NCAA, Rich down just 1 over his lifetime. Last 30 days down 4.5. Tones is our resident stud when it comes to NCAA
Dang, Tones.
That's 'cause Michigan
basketball,
had one
up
good
8
year.
units.
He just rode Michigan.
Well, yeah.
They didn't cover much, though, did they?
That's a good point.
I think they
last year
had
they-
to.
A decent amount last year.
Dub, lighting it on fire so far this year with your NCAA.
In the green, baby.
In the green on that.
That's what I always say.
And
Nice,
I'm no more for me. No more for me in
No
NCAA.
mas.
No mas. Let me fire back here to find Silk's lifetime, I think it would be. Is what I get. Or not lifetime, but I have 2 years worth on here, Silk's. So in 2023, I don't have your units. I don't have your unit.
That's
on
what I
here.
meant with you guys. This is my Facebook. This is my stats, right?
This is your stats right here. Yep.
I was wondering with you guys because I know I picked some good ones last year.
Yeah, no, I don't have that.
I
This
like
is-
Washington plus when they were plus 9 money line and they beat Oregon. I had some
Oh,
cool
yeah,
stuff
you
last
did.
year.
You did.
Oregon.
But we
I
do
say
say, I
Oregon.
say Oregon too.
I say Oregon.
Yeah, I think that's up for debate how you actually say that.
No,
Well, isn't it?
I know what Harrington
Isn't it
said.
spelled O-N? Wouldn't it be G-O-N-E if it was gone?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Gin.
Oregon.
Is there an IN?
Oregon.
Oregon?
On.
Yeah.
O-N.
I don't really care what the people in Oregon say because,
Fuck them.
yeah, because they have their own dialect. It's like we in Michigan, they wouldn't come to Michigan and say, "Hey, we're going to Myers." They'd say, "There's a Meyer there."
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
good
dialect
point.
thing. That's
a
all it
good point.
is. They're still saying it wrong.
Wait,
They're just
how do you-
saying it in their own way.
How do you guys say it? Meyer.
Myers.
Myers?
Rich says Myers.
With an
Kroger's.
S?
Myers.
Oh, no, there's no.
I'll say Myers too.
You
I
guys
had to try
struck
to say
from
that.
Ford's.
Ford's
But
trucks.
did you guys
Ford's
ever
Fuel?
see that movie? What was that movie? The Frankenstein with Mel Brooks. The Mel Brooks movie.
No, I never saw it.
No. We're not all pedophiles. Sorry.
What? What the hell does that mean?
More money, more problems.
Cinemaphiles? Cinemaphiliacs?
Oh, Cinemaphile.
Does anyone know who scored for the Jets?
Is that what I said?
I didn't see if it was Breeze Hall.
They're going to blow them out, though. Rodgers is going. Rodgers about the ball.
Oh, by the way, Chris Pena, did I say he's going to be in Tennessee over the weekend? So no,
Oh,
he
yeah?
will not be.
Okay.
Yeah, he won't be.
Chris is the Falcons fan.
He's the Falcons guy.
Let's go, Chris. I'm going to be playing the Falcons hard this week.
Yeah, I'm cheering for the Falcons.
I need them
I
bad.
am. Here's our lifetime performance across all sports. Richie down 30.99, still leading the group in the Olympic Games, though. If you look on the bright side, Rich plus 1.9 for the Olympics. That was pretty good. D-Dub down 17.36. Tones down 17.63. You guys are neck and neck for second. I'm up 30.98. As a group, we're down 35.01.
These are the top picks.
And let us get to this week's top picks. And let's start.
It was Young Frankenstein, Jimmy.
Oh,
Young
yeah,
Frankenstein.
Yeah. So in that movie, Gene Wilder's character, he's Frankenstein. He wants to be called Frankenstein. And then the Igor character, who has them crazy eyes.
Yeah, okay.
He wants to be called Igor.
That makes sense.
So it's all regional.
That's pretty funny. Regional. All right, Silkster, here you go, buddy. Here's your first pick.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the games earlier. I bought, on ESPN, they have the sliders. Some other sites do. Just to cover myself. I have some crazy bets coming up, you guys, so I wanted to give myself plus 300 and a chance to at least get half of my money back with the crazy picks because we're doing 6. So I moved the Falcons to 7.5. I think they're going to win the game outright, but just insurance. Saints could be a scary one, I guess, but I really like Bengals and I really like Bills to blow them out. So I really like this. I look at it as 3-1 free money.
Plus 333. 3-1. Here you go, bud.
Oh, this is me. Yeah, Saints are 16 in a row. They're rolling. They're at home. Eagles don't play defense. Eagles can definitely score. So I bought this one down, correct? What's the original total? 48?
Yeah, you did. You
so I moved
it
this one down. I think it's minus like 160 or whatever. I bought myself some points on the over just to cover it, and then I got myself some points back with the Saints money line, but it's plus 140. And the Eagles, fun fact, they actually should have won that game last week. They called this play as the time was running down. They called an offsides draw or timeout. The guy jumps off sides. Their offensive lineman's supposed to flinch to get the penalty, and he didn't. And that's why, if you watch the game, Sirianni was going crazy. They actually did everything right, but the guy forgot to, flinch. So that was kind of weird.
Define fun.
Fun. Winning.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
For me, fun is winning. Here's a crazy one, plus 4,000.
Can you read my abbreviation?
Yeah. Pitt and the Chargers under. I love. I bought that up to 42.5. Jets money line. I think these are all money lines.
Yes.
I love Titans at home. 43.08.
It's a big one.
Yeah, wait till you see the next one. I got a crazier one. 20,000. I got one. Titans, Vikings. I'm feeling to get some odds.
I know the picks were going to take 2 hours.
Falcons. So I did the Titans or the Vikings and Falcons to get myself some odds because they're home dogs I like. And then Niners and then Ravens was pretty close in the points. So this is kind of obviously a little fun bet, my mom likes to call them. But I think those are all live dogs, and I really like that Pitt Chargers under.
Okay. This
so
one
you get 4,300. Here it is.
Run out of room on this one.
Okay, so yeah. Kansas is minus or plus 2, I believe. I love their quarterback. I think they're going to put points up, and I think they're a live dog. Arkansas is more of a trends bet, even though both teams kind of suck in my opinion. I think they're both 2-1. They're at Auburn, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Trends are so many trends on Arkansas' side, and I don't really love each team. Kind of like Arkansas's quarterback a little bit. I think he'll get it rolling. East Carolina is another trends pick. They're plus 6, I believe. I moneyline them. These are all money lines, I believe. East Carolina plus 6. I just think overall, recruitment-wise, they have a better roster, but Liberty's passing game kind of scares me in that game. So that's why we're at 21,000 on this. But East Carolina, I just think, to be honest, has a better roster head to toe, and there's a lot of trends on their side. Oklahoma, I love Sawchuk. The quarterback kind of showed me a little bit last week. I know Tennessee's a monster, but I want to see Tennessee stop that run. And at home, I think they're going to pound Sawchuk to a victory. I think this is a big home dog that wins. Boston College, I'm absolutely in love with. I've been on them all year. Castellanos is a stud quarterback. He can run, he can throw. and Bill O'Brien. What's that?
Nick Castellanos.
No, he's ripping. No, he don't rip dingers anymore actually either. But
that's a loser.
Bill O'Brien, Michigan State's got the young quarterback, which I love. I love our quarterback there. I do root for State. But Bill O'Brien is also their head coach. A lot of people don't know that. And Castellanos is a beast. Boston College is going to win that game. BYU, kind of a trends pick. I actually not that much in love with BYU. I've watched them play, and it's like one of these. It's like, what are they going to be on offense this drive? But there's a lot of trends in their favor, so I like the money line to get me all these odds of 21,000. I think I put $25 on this. I can't remember, but I got a nice payday if it comes in.
About $5,500.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
I like that.
That would seem right. I had to leave it up on the screen so folks could take the time and put that one in. All right, I like that. This one's
we need a link.
I like sneaking in home, the money line underdogs that I love every week. Is this still me?
That's still you, buddy.
Doubling up on the Pirates.
East Carolina twice. That's a mistake I don't like making. But East Carolina explained they got a lot of trends in their favor. I think they have a better roster. And Virginia Tech, I do like their quarterback. I think he's dangerous.
Enter Sandman.
But there's just all the trends going. So if you give me a quarterback I like and a lot of trends, they are the favorite. I think they're minus 300 in this. Or minus like 150. They're minus 3, I think, in the game.
They're favorite over Rutgers?
Yeah, they are. Oh, yeah. They're the favorite because East Carolina's the dog. So this is just a little college play, plus 361. I kind of liked it because this is a big trends bet, though. So I'm playing with the trends here. But Vitek's quarterback gives me a little insurance. East Carolina, I'm not that in love with. Yeah, here's the funny one. So this is plus 800. This is actually a bet.
Boston College again?
This is actually a bet I really like. So BC's going to win that game.
No.
Jets are going to win tonight. Niners should smash the Rams. Bengals should smash. Bills are going to smash. Kansas was another team in some of my earlier picks. I moved them up to 7. Oklahoma, I moved up to 10.5. Give myself 3 more points. Cal, all the trends say Florida State's going to get smashed on. Florida State sucks. Cal's decent. So I moved them up to, I think I moved that spread up. Yeah, you said alt line. I moved Cal up to 7.5. I think they're 3.5. I just can't see. Florida State's not it. So
I like that.
Who's Cal playing?
This is a sneaky.
That's a weird big game. Cal,
I know you're disagreeing with Boston College, right? You think MSU's got them?
No, I really don't.
It's really.
But everything else on there, did you like?
I'm just teasing because I do like.
Who's Cal playing?
Florida State.
Cal's playing Florida
That's
State.
an odd
0-3.
Oh, they're both in the ACC now.
I don't think
smash.
Cal's very good.
They're average.
Cal's good.
I watched a lot of that
tough.
game last week against San Diego
Didn't
State.
like what you saw there?
I think they're very mediocre at best. And
But
I'm not
what do you
saying
think Florida
I'm not
State is?
saying Florida State's much better, but
They're falling apart, it seems.
But I really like that last one. I think that can help me get some stuff back for all my craziness. But those are all the games. Those games right there are my favorite picks. That last one that was on the board, those are my favorite games of the week.
Doesn't State, aren't they missing their top receiver or something?
I don't know if they really have one yet because the freshman's a stud. I can't think of
That's
his
what I'm
name right
talking about. I think he's out.
So
that
that helped me out a lot.
Is it Marsh or something?
Yeah,
But Bill
Marsh.
O'Brien, man.
Nick Marsh is out.
Bill O'Brien.
I heard that their top player was out.
He's such a good quarterback coach, and he's college is so easy for him. Like whenever he's in college, he balls out, and then the NFL it's a little different. But like
Right.
he's a damn good coach.
Got the
So
Texans to the playoffs.
yeah, who was the quarterback for them that year? Ryan Mallett.
That's a
I think
good
Mallett
question.
played that year.
No, Watson.
It was Watson.
Yeah, Watson.
They were up like 24
Yeah, I think
nothing
Mallett
on the
did get in
Chiefs.
that year.
Rich, I'm just making sure I got all yours here. Cause
Okay, it was like 24 nothing on the Chiefs. Remember that?
Yeah.
And they fell apart.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs started their run, or maybe it was their year after they won the first Super Bowl. But that was the end of O'Brien, I think.
Me and my buddy were talking a little bit. The one that does booking, and he's really, really smart when it comes to spreads. We don't fully trust the Bills yet, and I might have replaced. I might do something where I replace the Bills with Minnesota. I think Minnesota's pass rush versus, like I was saying, Dan Orlovsky brought up the O-line as a question mark, but I think the Bills still should roll. Superman's going to get it going.
okay. All right, Richie, I got yours here now, buddy. There you go.
Yeah, game tomorrow.
Oh, I like this.
The Qs have the old what's his face Ohio State's boy quarterback, and they've been rolling. He's a top 5 quarterback. That guy was pretty good. I don't know why Ohio State ran him out so good. But the best college out west is Stansbury, but they're not going to get it done.
Stansbury. Saved by the Bell.
Yes, very good.
Yes. Like that?
I
think we
like
might
Stanford's
actually-
coach, and when they get that system rolling, I think Stanford's going to be a good dog in a couple weeks.
Speaking of coaches, Jorel, the Indianapolis Hoosiers have one of the best up-and-coming coaches. And they don't just beat everybody; they destroy them. As UCLA found out, they're playing Charlotte. No chance in this game. Indy wins by at least 45.
That's that the straight spread 28.5.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
We talked about this game a little earlier. I do like the Hawks with Miami beat up, and that's the only reason I like them. I don't think Skylar Thompson has enough to keep them within 4 points. So I'm going to take the 12th man there.
I hope you lose.
Good. And then last pick, I think the little guy puts down his remote control video game for a week and gets them over 21 points. But I still like the Lions offense to really get rolling in this game as well, too. So we're going to go over 51.5 there.
I'd like to see the Lions
What do you like in that game? You still think the Lions are going to pull
I
out,
like the
though?
Lions to win, yeah.
Like you said, one's overrated, one's playing better, one's playing worse.
Oh,
I like how you explained that Lions game, actually, now that I think about it. That was a pretty good explanation.
Hey, Tones, you want to go over yours real quick?
Yeah, let's knock it out.
Well, let's do that.
I know it's football season, but the Tigers
All right.
are playing meaningful games. Hottest team over the last 2 months. And I don't care who they're playing, where they're playing, who's pitching against them.
Yeah.
They can make it work. Plus 164 for the hottest team in baseball. I'll take that tomorrow.
Like that pick, Tones.
Okay.
Like that one.
I think Michigan making the switch at QB and stopping the switching back and forth tandem quarterback that wasn't working, screwing up their flow. Michigan is a ball control minute eating machine, and Orgy's gonna drive that. They'll keep USC off rhythm by having a better time possession this game and limit the turnovers that was shooting them in the foot.
Are you biasly speaking, or do you believe this?
I do believe it.
Because that is how they're going to have to win, is that time control.
It's going to be ball control and
I
just
agree.
grind it and wear
I
out
hope they
their
do.
defensive line. So.
I just can't see it, but I hope they do.
Yep.
Plus 5, too, at home with a running team is,
I don't know. We'll see.
It's not like USC was anything special last year, so how good can they actually be? But the quarterback looks good.
Yeah, they're not as good as Texas. For everybody that's thinking that they're not in Texas's league. So, Notre Dame's offense got rolling. I like Miami, Ohio to get some points on the board too. I like this over 44.5.
All right.
Man, Riley Leonard, I've been talking big about him, and I've been getting hammered on Facebook after that second week.
Yeah,
they lost to Northern Illinois.
They opened the can.
That's an NFL quarterback right there. I don't care what anyone says. He'll get it rolling.
This one so far is not looking that great, but we'll see. We still
Is
got
he in?
Plenty of game.
We got
That's a
6.5
touchdown.
points to work
No,
with.
no, this game's already over.
Okay.
We already talked about that one. All right, here you go, Tones.
Again, I liked how the Raiders are playing. Carolina is dumps, and Raiders easily by 10 to 14 points in this game.
But do you feel me about, like, are you not scared at all about that one?
No.
And that's what scares me is, like, everyone's like, Carolina has no chance. So it's like, whenever that happens, it's like, what the heck just happened?
I can say the Lions had a bad game, but Carolina's a bad team.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the Lions could bounce back. I don't see anything that the Carolina can throw together.
Yeah, you're right.
So I don't know.
And I feel the same.
Yeah.
Even though I took them. I probably should change that pick.
Give me just 1 second here. I got to take care of this real quick. Okay, and there you go, Toners.
And this is my pick for the week
Let's
in our
go.
challenge. I think Bills Monday night, they'll be juiced. They're playing way better than they were at the end of last year. Offense is clicking. Josh Allen looks like the vintage Josh Allen that we know. And Monday night in Buffalo, give them an extra few points there to work with. They'll take care of business.
Daryl, if you don't know, this is some of me and my close friends' mushroom stamping. So that's right. The Bills are bringing the mushroom stamp.
They're bringing the stamp?
Yeah, they're bringing the mushroom stamp.
Pecker slapped.
Yeah.
Oh, Richie's back.
So if you're around any of my friends and you see him going like this, that's
Oh,
what
you
they
got
mean.
there, Richie.
What is that?
You got a
Red dog?
cornucopia.
Come up with beers.
Is that a red dog?
Another
Thanks,
line.
Rich.
I'll take another
It's not that
line.
nice.
Only thing left down here.
That's line.
There's a blonde bolt.
Mule beer.
All right, D-Dub.
Blonde vintage.
Your pick is on the board.
A little hot.
I got the Jets.
Wait a minute. Hold
Show
on.
1 week.
Hold on. 1 second.
What happened?
We have chat. Mikey's Holiday Inflatables.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I just uploaded his newest video if you want to check it out.
Oh, check it out. You should put the link in the description.
You should put
I should. He says, "Hey, Dad."
Was that a
What's up, little Mikey?
Yeah, there you go.
Columbus Day inflatable?
No, it was a minion and a pumpkin that comes up and a ghost that lights up 6 feet tall. 3 ghosts.
Who drinks these?
That was a libation exploration one night.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Gary, it was Gary's,
Yeah,
wasn't
4.
it?
3.84.
Was that G's?
That's the Guinness Blonde. Yeah, that was a night
with
that
a
Snoop
hint
was
of
there.
Pretty good when it's
citrus.
cold.
Yeah, it's not bad.
At first, I was like, no, and then
No, it's pretty
I
good.
like it.
It's pretty good. Not
Nice
bad.
and cold. This is refreshing.
You like lime, you said? Mm-hmm. You gotta try this out.
I got the
Lime?
Jets this week, as we talked about earlier. This is going to win me, I believe, about 0.37 of a unit.
Yeah, minus 265.
So, you know.
0.37. Okay.
Some
I
free money.
should have probably taken the money line. This is Antonio Gibson. I don't think he's rushed yet. He didn't even get to 50 yards.
No, he had a couple of nice carries last week.
Well, I'm talking about today.
Oh, yeah. Today,
Yeah, preferably. Unless you guys are cool with me taking some yards from last week.
I mean, we can do whatever. It's our game.
This will get me 5-1, Jimmy.
I do like that. I do
So
like that
this
at
will
5 to
return
1.
me 6 units. The one I put in, and then the 5 extras. So
Yeah, sure.
I like that. I got the Wolverines.
You got the Wolverines.
I got the Wolverines.
You doing money line?
Yes, sir.
You have more balls than me, and you're not even a Wolverine.
I don't like them. I hate them. But I'm taking them.
You're taking the Wolverines.
They're not that bad. USC's good. Don't get me wrong, but they got to come to Michigan. There's got to be something said for that, right?
Yeah. Playing in the big house.
Hey, Daryl.
Yes, sir.
I'll be super happy if you win that.
The Patriots have 2 carries for 4 yards.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's not
Yeah.
good.
And it's both Ramondre.
Stevenson had 1 in the first quarter.
2
so.
carries for 4
If you
yards.
win that bet, I'll be the happiest one.
And
Me too.
and
Let him break one.
And I bet it because, we're talking about the Michigan game.
Yeah.
I bet that one because when I bet it, they always win. So
Do it.
I would be more than happy to lose that bet.
No, you don't want to.
I don't mind losing that. It's only 1 unit.
Yeah,
I'm going to win 5 on that last one. So
it's like Randy Johnson. It's a big unit.
Hawaii, this is a true midnight classic. This is one Rich would say, it's time to double down on everything you lost all day Saturday.
The midnight class.
Yeah, minus I love that. Minus 102, you got to go to FanDuel to get that, but it's a good number, right? Minus 7.5. I would have liked to bought that down to 7 or even 6.5.
That's the best number there.
What?
Eh?
Guess what?
What's that?
No alternate lines available.
No, not yet.
I hate when they do that.
Yeah,
it's college football. If it was the NFL, by God, I'd be able to buy that point. No question about it.
Right.
But
funny story. I had some decent schools looking at me, but I had horrible grades, right? And so I sent my tapes. I sent my tapes to Hawaii, and I forget who the coach was at the time, but he's like, do you understand that we fly like just for eons, and you can't even get high school grades? How are you gonna do college? Like he basically sent me a letter saying back, you can't even be a walk-on because like you gotta have decent grades to come here because we are on the road like crazy. You know
this
what I mean?
is June Jones we're talking about.
That sounds right. It was been 04 though. That does sound right.
So you would have to do a lot of homework on the plane.
That was my response.
Yeah.
I was clever.
Plenty
I was
of
like,
time in the-
I was
in
like,
the
I have 7 hours of nothing.
You can do homework.
I'll do my homework. And he's like, nah, we ain't recruiting you. Get the hell out of here.
Wow, that's rude.
Well, I mean, who wouldn't want to spend a little time in Hawaii?
Yeah, that was my thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are on the same page. You and Rich, I think, are both on the Seahawks here.
But Jorel,
probably has a thing.
You know what Robert De Niro's character said in The Bronx Tale?
I love that
Nothing
movie.
worse than wasted talent.
Now use ain't.
Robert
Should've
De
got-
Niro.
Yeah. Robert De Niro's a dad. He was a bus driver.
Oh, yeah,
Had the
right,
boy
yeah,
that was
yep.
nicknamed C.
Forget, he wasn't a big
Chungo.
role. He wasn't a big role.
But
I love
yeah,
that
if you'd have
movie.
just gotten better grades, who knows?
Wasted talent, yeah.
Yeah.
My brother will tell everyone that. My brother gets so mad when you talk about it.
Yeah, I believe it.
Seahawks, yes. So this is the one I had minus 6.5 on Sunday night, and now I've got it at minus 4 at ESPN Bet, minus 110. I mean, geez, talk about being wrong on original prediction. Does that mean
It
I should?
happens.
Yeah.
It happens. Maybe you should find a new line of work, they say, after that.
Packers, Bears, Wanger.
Wonger. Different. That's different.
Yeah, you get the 6 points each way, and it's a fixed line. It's minus 120, fixed odds.
Yeah.
What would the numbers be? I think it's like 2.5 going to 8.5 on
And
the
then
Packers. And
No, Packers are. Oh, they're +2. Yeah.
so basically, they just both lose by a touchdown, and we're winners here. We collect our 0.856 repeating units on that, and that'll be a nice.
Be a nice day.
I think all year, if you can get the Bears over 7, that defense, all they need is someone to score a touchdown, and that defense
Pretty
is
good.
good, man.
Pretty good last week.
And what's his face from Tennessee? Who's the really good safety? Byard.
Al Gore.
He had a down year in Philly, but he's like their leader now. And I watched him doing some of the speeches and stuff, and he's ready to go. Like, that team can play defense. If they could just put some points on the board, actually the Bears, we might have the best division in football. If Minnesota's for real,
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a real good
they
point.
got to get that offense going for the. I don't want them to, but if the Bears get the offense going, that's a scary
That's
team.
a good team. Yeah.
And we already know Green Bay. They went into Dallas and murdered them in the playoffs. Like, we know Green Bay is going to be good, tough.
Sure.
And who knows? We're probably the worst. We could be one of the worst
could
teams
be
in
the-
it.
yeah.
Well, we're 0-2, like I said in my head.
I get
He
it.
threw that pick. The guy just dropped it.
Is it just Williams that's the problem with the Chicago offense?
No, that old line is dog shit.
It's horrible.
But Caleb, I've been saying this forever. I study quarterbacks. He has terrible feet. If you're 6'1", you have to have Drew Brees' feet. You need to study Drew Brees because the NFL is going to keep you in the pocket and you can't see. And that's why Bryce is struggling right now. His feet haven't been too good, but Caleb has the worst feet I've ever seen. He's got and he's got happy feet to even add to it, where he's trying to get out. The NFL's not going to let you out. The DM's just as fast as you, Caleb. Relax.
Sure.
You need to be able to 5-step, let that thing rip. And he's got 3 studs.
Plus-
Odunze, well, Allen's been out, and DJ Moore is elite. DJ Moore is elite.
I think I said that after that first game, when he gets out of the pocket, he loses all ability to throw the ball accurately at all. I mean, he makes some bad decisions.
I think
when he's
was
running.
it Al Michaels that was calling that game?
I put the
last?
over 20 interceptions on him this year. He's
Yeah,
at 2
I
right
like
now.
that.
Not last week.
Because I know
Huh?
if you're 6'1" and you have
No,
bad
that
feet,
was
you're throwing
Sunday
picks.
night.
Yeah.
Was it Al Michaels?
NFL's too good.
No, it was Tariq.
Trico? I think he said something to the effect that he's used to being the best athlete on the field.
Yeah.
And he still is very deceiving. He doesn't look like he's the most dynamic athlete, but he's very good.
Who?
Caleb. But at the NFL level, you're dealing with guys that are
They're
also
all
equally
Olympic
pretty good.
They're all Olympic athletes.
But he gets away with being 6'1" because he is surprisingly really athletic. He doesn't just have that physique that screams, I'm a.
That's probably Gibson.
I do want to
Dynamo.
put this out here too, because I've doing my camps this summer and stuff. I've been working with a lot of different NFL guys, and a lot of people have the misconception that steroids are huge in the NFL. So I've asked all these guys. I've probably talked to 15 different NFL guys in the last 6 months. Who on your teams were doing steroids, or like is anyone doing steroids, or is it bad? They all said nobody. Like barely. You can tell who's on it. He goes, we basically are. We have the best nutritionist, and we work twice a day. He goes, our bodies are maxed out without the extra push of steroids. So a lot of people have the misconception that steroids are big in the NFL. And from what I've been asking and talking to players from the league, no, not at all. They would put it at like 0.5%. So that's kind of cool to know, because
That is cool to know, yeah.
in my head, the NFL is more dangerous than it was in the 90s right now, because of everyone's so good, it's so fast, and hits so hard.
Right.
Guys are dropping like flies. So
I don't think
I like
nutrition.
putting that out there because people think the NFL is all steroids, and it's not true.
I don't think nutrition was a thing in the 80s.
No, they were
And
taking
so
steroids in the 80s.
They just figured out that you don't have to do steroids. You can just do everything the right way. And
no, they were taking steroids in the 80s and 90s.
No, but what I'm saying is now they pay attention to all that. So
Yeah.
people are putting the best stuff in their body. And so I don't know what the trade-off is between steroids and just doing, the Bill Romanowski vitamins and whatnot.
Romo.
So
in my opinion, seeing anyone that's taken steroids through my career it increases your chance of injury, because you're putting so many pounds per pressure on that tendon that it's going to snap. And I've watched everyone tear a knee or a shoulder on steroids. Everyone.
Maybe, but don't you think in baseball, Ken Griffey Jr. with the steroids might have been able to stay a little healthier?
Yeah, for recovery. Peyton Manning for sure did the same
Fragile.
steroids that LeBron's on. Shel Sonnen came out and said, I know LeBron's dealer. I take the same steroids. And Peyton, for sure, he has back surgery and then has the greatest season of all time, pretty much.
Yeah.
His whole team was in the top 10 in fantasy that year.
Wow.
His tight end, I think it was Noshan Marino, and then the 3 receivers,
Yeah.
Decker, maybe it was Cortland Sutton, and Decker. Welker and Decker, 2 white boys, got it that year.
Yeah.
But yeah, like...
Rod Smith.
I think you said
But you're right.
Diddy's dealer?
Going
P.
to what
Diddy's
you're
dealer?
saying, no. What like to what you're saying, Daryl, yes. Like LeBron's taking well, like you said, for recovery and all that, like
Yeah.
LeBron's taking the same stuff at his age. He's still able to do what he's doing because he's on a booster.
Yeah.
Unfair advantage. I hate that stuff.
I got a question for Jorel. If do we have time, Jimmy?
No. In fact, it's 9:15. I got to run through some picks. It's already been 2 hours and 15 minutes here.
Let's go.
You must have
So-
a hot date.
Well, no, it's just like, we can't fucking keep having 3-hour shows.
People love that. I get
Nobody
a lot
likes
of,
that,
I get a
including
lot of,
me. Fuck, I got to get
a
out of
lot
here.
of direct messages
Jesus
about
Christ.
people
2
love
hours is enough.
that the show.
Nobody's
keeps
ever,
giving.
nobody
I
has
get
once
it all
ever
the
said
time.
that. In
In
fact,
my
it's the opposite. All right.
DMs.
Cowboys plus, this is a teaser. You can call it a wonger, Daryl, if you'd like. I got the Cowboys
wonger.
plus 7. So they're plus 1. You're moving them up 6. This is a 6-point teaser. Dolphins, they're at 4.5. You're moving it to 10.5. Minus 120.
That's a wang. I don't think that's a wong.
That's a wang. Oh, by the way, if you put this in the teaser calculator that is in the link in the description that we made, that's going to be minus 134 is what that would be. If you're getting 4.96% value there, you're getting it at 120. This is a 10-point teaser. It's kind of a week of
Let's
teasers
go. I
myself
like that
too.
you're on the Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins moving them from 4.5 to 14.5. The Cowboys moving them from plus 1 to plus 11. Jags from 5 to 15. This one has a lot of expected value, 13.38%, again, per the calculator that's in the description. Minus 162 is what the price should be according to historical calculations on that.
I like that one, except for the Jags.
Yeah, I don't know, but Jags plus 15?
Yeah, in
Couple
the
2
NFL,
touchdowns?
like anyone should be able to do all right with 15. 1 touchdown, you're in the game.
Sure. And D-Dub, this goes to your point earlier. I tried it as a money line parlay. So it would be even, Bucks money line, Browns money line. It was minus 130 at the time. This is the same bet essentially, unless there's a tie, of course. But you're getting it at minus 120. This
You
is
saved yourself 10 points by doing the teaser.
just by setting it as a teaser. But a lot of times it works the other way around, though, where you're better off putting the money line together, especially if it's like 6. If it's 6 going down to 0, you're probably better off doing a money line parlay.
I should look at that because I just hit the money line button every time.
Yeah, that's easier. I talked about this one, Texans Vikes under 46.5. Wow. That's I'm going with that. Minus 115. How about Marvin Harrison over 60.5 receiving yards? This one was moving.
Is it really 60 and a
Do you
half?
believe that?
I'm
I
taking
got it.
this.
I got it at 57 last
JT,
night.
I'm taking this.
But it
I
moved.
like this.
It moved. He blew up in the first quarter last week. He didn't do shit the first week. Yeah, last week he was 4 for 130 on 8 targets
In the first quarter.
And yeah, it was all the first quarter.
Arnold's going to be on him, though, right?
I thought he was going to shatter records. Like he was just wide open
He was
all
on.
game.
He was on. So that's what I'm doing there. That's going to definitely move up. So
I'm
you'll get some.
definitely taking that too.
And then also Nico.
I like Nico, my boy.
I know you like Nico.
I love him.
He's at 71.5. By the way, I think you could play Harrison to at least 65 all day. Nico, you can play to 75. He had a little bit of injury concern going into this one,
Yeah.
but he should be okay.
He's good. He's good.
Yeah, he's good to go. He's CJ's guy.
I have him
what
in
more
that
do you want?
elite category with I have him stepping into the elite category now with all those elite
Oh,
guys
he's
like
awesome.
Chase and Jeff.
Be honest, though, when he was
yeah.
at Michigan, we didn't really have a quarterback to showcase him.
Yeah, you're right. I
So
never realized that.
I thought he was always overhyped in Michigan, but
They made a great comparison last week. Was it
King of the
when did they play?
hell is
Thursday night?
this?
that was good.
They played a primetime game, right, last week?
Yeah,
Or whatever. The announcer was comparing him to
Those are
Andre
some,
Johnson, and it's such a good
yeah,
comparison.
it is.
He is so Andre Johnson. Don't you agree?
Stepping over
Richie?
GT's. Yeah, sure. Joe, show that again. That was funny. I don't think Jorel caught that.
I
This is who put this one
Some
in?
long
I did
odds
not
up.
do this. A Tone's greatest human living pick.
Minus 10,000.
Chickens.
the hell is that?
He likes chickens.
Minus
and eggs.
10,000. I'll take the opposite. He got caught cheating.
Yeah, that's
I am
true.
the greatest
Cheater.
human
Nah, you
cheater.
didn't know
true.
about it.
Cheater.
Bullshit.
But I will say the odds are via Harbaugh. So
How do you a
I
head
guess that
coach
makes-
and not know, like, damn, this kid just all of a sudden got smart.
Where do you get that account
This
at?
guy just got. This guy all of a sudden just knows everything.
I have a feeling that was D-Dub that might have put that one in.
Deep down in Harbaugh's soul, he knows
Harbaugh
he knew.
fact.
Even if he
Hashtag.
didn't, he knew what was
That's
going
funny.
on.
Hashtag.
He's got that Trump thing where it's like deny it, and deny it some more.
Yeah.
It'll go away. No big deal.
We got to do
Just win, and it
trivia
does.
answers here.
Oh, tell me I got
Get
this. I'm pretty
those
sure I'm
done.
right.
Morton Anderson became the
Where did he go to
all-time
college,
leading
Jimmy?
scorer.
I know.
Do you know? Where was it?
Oh, man, I know
I don't
too.
know where it was.
Rich?
I'm pretty
wait,
sure
wait,
I know.
Anthony? Where did
I
he
don't
go?
know.
You know the answer? Don't say it. Let's see if I'm right.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's MSU.
I think you're right.
I think it's
ding,
MSU.
ding, ding.
Give it
Is
up,
it?
Jorel.
Is it?
Yes.
Then I got this.
Silk
Let's go.
said,
Oh, I
he
got
said the
mixed up with
Saints.
And I
somebody.
think he
Said the
started
Saints.
on the Saints, correct?
If Rich got this wrong, I lose all respect
Dub.
for him.
I
Got the
did.
Saints.
I
He
got
might have
mixed
been-
up
you
with
guys-
the guy
seriously?
from the Steelers.
He might have been the kicker.
Oh, no.
Steelers?
Morton
You
Anderson
remember
might have
the
been
old
the
guy from the
technical
Steelers
kicker
that used to
for the
kick?
Saints.
Gary Anderson.
Gary Anderson. Did he
Oh,
play for
no.
the Steelers?
Yeah.
Vikings.
Vikings.
I can't believe this.
I know. I
Holy
totally forget.
Tones is a little
shit.
bit younger than us, but there's no excuse,
I
Rich.
got it mixed up. I'm old.
Is Morton
I'm the
Anderson
oldest.
still the league leading point scorer?
Probably not.
I think
don't
someone
think
just
he would
broke it.
be.
Did Justin Tucker just take it?
He might have. Yeah, it's definitely another kicker, obviously.
I can't believe this is the first time I've seen this team name, but my favorite fantasy team name, Yippee-ki-yay, Justin Tucker. When I saw it, I loved it. I was like, dang. I even said in the group chat, like, you guys got to trade Tucker to this team because the team name's
Yeah, that's
so
pretty
good.
awesome.
That is
That's
a really
pretty
good team
awesome.
name.
Good one.
You guys got a Rochambeau.
Is it me and Tony?
Shoot him up.
Again?
Yeah,
I just
again.
did this.
We just had this last week. Same situation. Do it up. Best out of 3. Loser's going to buy the beer next week.
I already bought a backup beer, so just in case.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Damn it.
Oh, wow. Tones went back to back.
Back to back on the scissors.
Back to back.
Reverse
Tones-
psychology back.
Tones read the cliff notes.
Yeah. He did that against
He's
He's
Daryl.
been
that one.
studying
My heart wasn't
Rochambeau
in it.
film.
I beat him last week, so.
All right.
Give me a shot.
Look at Allen. This kid is a monster. He didn't get any yards, but he's a monster.
I feel so bad about missing that.
14-3, by the way. Jets.
Wrong Anderson.
Jorel, you want to give some shout-outs to anybody?
Mr. Anderson.
Shout out.
Hype Athletics, the company employing me, building their football program. Love everything they're doing there. Our owner's awesome. We're building a 40,000 square foot facility. And then I want to give one more to my niece, Leisha.
Shout out.
She's the pro, the one that graduated from Purdue. The girl's doing 2-a-days. She's just all over the map right now, doing a bunch of things, and she's doing the right things. I'm really proud of her. And
She played basketball there, yeah?
yeah, she's, in my opinion, one of the best
Shout
female
out.
scorers on the planet right now, and she's even better this year. She averaged 27 in her first pro season. That's pretty impressive.
That's awesome.
That's actually insane.
Yeah.
So
Wow, good for
my
her.
niece,
Shout out.
What's her name?
right now we're waiting for her to get signed. She was with Finland. We're waiting for a contract to come in.
Nice.
And then her sister's the one that's at Purdue, Mariana. She's in her senior year at Purdue.
Nice.
Shout
All right, shout out, y'all. Richie?
Wait a second. What was her name again, though?
Leisha or Mariana, which one?
Leisha.
Yeah, Leisha.
Leisha versus Caitlin Clark in a game of horse.
Well, she held Caitlin
Caitlin
Clark.
Clark.
She actually played Clayton Clark 3 times, and they always had like 20 something points, and Leisha had to guard her the whole game. So no, Leisha went toe to toe with Caitlin. Because she's lanky, can run. So
That's awesome.
Richie?
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to the Tigers.
Yeah.
Been a hell of
sure
a
they're
run.
listening.
Man, just been really enjoying every
Thank
every
you,
day
says the
this week.
Tigers.
What?
I said thank you, says the Tigers.
Sure.
have you been watching
I
as
love
much
the
as you
Tigers.
can?
Shout out to
Shout out.
Dakota football freshman today.
Yes.
Big win over Stevenson. Know you like that, Jimmy. And then
Nice.
shout out to my youngest going to homecoming this weekend. So
Richie, you've been
Have you met
watching
the
the Tigers
dates?
as much as you can?
I can't watch them, but I listen to them all the time.
That's almost better sometimes.
Yeah, Danny D.
Who's
Double
calling
D.
the game with Dan
You
Dickerson?
got to get on.
It depends.
Streamings.
The best
You like-
one's Andy Dirks.
I like Andy Dirks. He's funny.
He's great.
He was good. Yeah, he was great yesterday.
He was on
Yeah.
TV.
It's either
he was at
him or
Bailey's yesterday.
yeah, either him or Bobby
I did like him. I
something.
did like listening to him.
Yes.
It's
he
a
was
real player's
fantastic.
perspective.
Sure.
He's very good.
Who was on
compared
there
to-
yesterday, Rich?
It's like Bobby Sachs or something.
Horrible.
Bobby
Oh,
something.
not good.
No, I'm just kidding. I just never heard of him.
He's okay.
You're not going to shout him out
He's
then.
not as
I
good
just
as-
never heard of him. He might be great. I only listened to the last half an inning,
Okay.
so I can't formulate it.
People really like Benedetti though. Benedetti.
I don't
whatever
care
his
for
name
him
is.
that much.
The TV guy.
He's good. Some of his jokes are a little corny.
Who's the
He gets a
play-by-play
little in the weeds,
TV
so-
guy?
Yes.
Benedetti.
Benedetti.
or
Jason
I think
Benetti.
Dickerson's the best
No,
play-by-play.
I don't think
baseball
you're saying
caller.
that right.
Benetti?
Okay, it's whatever.
Benetti.
Yeah.
It's Benetti.
Spaghetti Benetti. I don't fucking
You know how
care.
many times I get asked
Benedetti.
to relate
What
to
the hell are you
Dan
talking
Petrie?
about?
Benedetti.
Yeah.
Benetti. Sorry,
Comes up all the
Daryl.
time.
I'm gonna give the guy a shout
And I
out.
just
You gotta
realized
get
I
his
was saying
name
it
I
right.
didn't give him a shout out.
Shadow.
It's R-Y.
People
and
love
I'm like,
Benedetti.
I'm like, my name's E-E, his is I, and it's actually R-Y. So I've been saying it wrong the whole time, too. But everybody always asks me, really? The Dan Petree? I'm like, nah.
No.
Should
And
be
I've been
banished
spelling
from
his name
society, according to Daryl, for saying it wrong.
You're out.
You're fired. All right, Sean, let's give it to us,
I'm going to
please.
tell Rich, Tigers, everybody had them counted out early August. They're right in the mix. Even they're gonna take this and make it a
They
playoff
are.
team, which is unbelievable to think a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago, that this is going to happen. And to Yzerman, locked up Raymond, Sider in the last couple days to long-term cornerstone pieces of the Wings rebuild and reload. Good job, Yzerman. The pieces are in place for the future.
Tony, I wrote them off around All-Star break, the Tigers. So
Yeah,
I'm so happy to see this right now.
This is amazing.
It is.
Tones has parlayed the Tigers to win the AL.
And the NL?
AL pennant.
No.
You just gave me a bet. I'm doing the Tigers and Lions to win their...
And the
We
Wings.
have a bet,
And the Wings to win
we
the
do.
cup.
Oh, I like that.
About a month ago, we put the Tigers to make it to the World Series.
Yes.
I put $20
No way.
to win 10 G's or something.
We got
No
that.
way.
I got $15 to win 9,000.
Wow, you know how to hedge that, right?
I got 5 to win 750.
When they get in there, yeah.
No, you bet,
Jim will tell me
you
what
bet
to
like
do.
$1,000 on the team that they play first round. If it loses, you bet like 5 G's on the next round.
Yeah.
And then if they win, then you bet 10, 20 G's on...
I don't think we
Or
got
how
that
much was it to win 20? I'm just saying you can hedge it the whole way.
What's your bankroll?
You can. We talked our way through this, me and Rich, and we determined that it really adds up quick.
It
'Cause
does,
If they
'cause
make
by
it
the
to
time
the
you get to the World
ALCS,
Series, you're screwed.
You're fucked.
Then you need them to win.
know it.
Now you need them to win.
Yes, that's right. Dub, anybody?
Shout outs?
Yeah, you can give a shout out now if you'd like. You want to think about this?
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Okay. I'd like to shout out each of the Tigers individually, starting with A. I'm going to go alphabetically. No, I'm just kidding. I want to shout out...
Javi Baez for getting hurt.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Is he out?
Yeah.
How about the Indians?
Yeah, shout out the Indians. I wore my
Guardians?
Indians shirt today. So I was, we watched the game.
Thanks for lending a
earlier.
hand to the Tigers.
Thank you very much, Indians. Shout out all Indians fans.
And Tampon Twins for tanking. So
Tampon Twins. Is that a...
On 97,
That's a-
I had me
that's a
dying
waltz,
laughing. They're saying that Minnesota just wants the season to end. Like,
Yeah.
who cares? We ain't going to win in the playoffs.
Wanna
Please
go
take
golf.
it from
Just
us.
end it now?
We just want to go on vacation. Like, they're
Yeah,
just
could
tanking.
be. It sure seems that way.
Tim Waltz,
They just
Tampon
suck.
Twins.
Tim Walls,
That
Tampon.
voodoo. Tiger
To
voodoo.
Tim Walls. I know you're listening too. A shout out to my youngest, who is he's doing DNN, which is not CNN. It's DNN. He's
Dungeons and Dragons.
it's the Dragon News Network at his school.
The Dragon.
sick.
Yeah.
Good. Shit,
Yeah, so
love
he's
that.
doing that. I thought that was pretty cool.
Close enough.
That is cool.
And that's what I got. Not much more to
Let's
add.
go,
Today. Oh, shout out
DNN.
Jarrell, of course, for being here. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you being here as always. And we'll do this again sometime, hopefully, right? Whoop, no, that's the wrong button. I can't even hit the right
Here's
button.
my
There
new
we go.
watch. He just wanted to show the new watch.
It's an old watch. It's an old watch.
It's a nice one, though.
Thank you. Let's do this next Thursday. What do you guys think? Ready? Same time, same place?
I'll be here.
All right. We'll see everybody then. Thanks for watching.
Be good, everybody. Bye.
That was a good fat